Right, we are live. Welcome everyone to Super Rugby Trans-Tasman 2021. This match is going to be between the Crusaders and the Brumbies. Some are calling it the main event of the weekend. It's going to be a very exciting one, of course. Yesterday we did see the two Kiwi sides winning the matches, the Hurricanes and also the Highlanders. But now this is the big one, the Crusaders, the defending Super Rugby Aotearoa champions, taking on the Brumbies, who won Super Rugby AU in 2020, got very close in 2021. Should be a fantastic game of rugby for a Saturday night. Hope you are all doing well. We've got a lot of people in the chat already. We have got Jason, we have got Hank, we have got also Mike Jones Sr. and James Gordon, Jeremy Scarlett going for the Crusaders in this one. Where's the match being played? It is being played at OrangeTheory Stadium, and they are showing Cody Taylor for the 100th time. He has put that Crusaders jersey on. He was the leading try scorer of Super Rugby Aotearoa as well, and he will be hoping for a very good performance here. But it is also going to be Aotearoa versus Aotearoa, and that is the Michael Aotearoa for the Crusaders, and then Alan Aotearoa for the Brumbies. Hi from Moorcake as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. And we have also got a score prediction from Jason, 47 to the Crusaders, 30 to the Brumbies. I'll tell you what, if we get to see that many tries in this match, there will be no complaints from myself. I don't think we're going to see the 17 that we saw in the match yesterday between the Waratahs and the Hurricanes, but I think it's going to be a pretty close match between these two sides. Either that or maybe the Crusaders may be able to run away with it. Cody Taylor will score, says Jason as well. That is a very decent prediction there. Cody Taylor, 100th match for him, scoring 7 times in Super Rugby Aotearoa from the 9 matches that he did play as well. At the moment, they are showing the Brumbies running out here. Tom Wright also has a very decent scoring record up against just any opposition. I think he was sitting 4 from 4 up until that finals matchup. So he will be hoping to get back on the scoring sheet. They are showing Rob Valentini, though, and he is a dangerous man with ball in hand. And he will be off the back of the scrum as well. A very dangerous individual. 83 carries in Super Rugby AU, 242 metres gained, 99 tackles, and 4 turnovers. One doesn't get much better than that, that is for sure. But he is going to be up against Cullen Grace, who is in the number 8 jersey for the Crusaders. And he had a good game in the final up against the Chiefs. Paul Williams will be the referee for this match at OrangeTheory Stadium, and the kickoff is only moments away. But yeah, that was very impressive. A high scoring one there as well. Not quite as many points as the Waratahs Hurricanes game yesterday. I don't think anyone expected that one to be that high scoring, but with 17 tries, very impressive. And we are very close to kickoff now. They are showing Michael Aotearoa, the man who is heading to Leinster very soon. And they are also showing Ere Samoni. Now, he used to play first 15 rugby against Jack Goodhue, but now this match is going to be underway. Kicked off by the Crusaders. Moanga goes short, and Cullen Grace knocks that one back into the hands of Michael Aotearoa. He is being held up, though, in a very strong-looking maul, but they are driving forward now, the Crusaders, but 4 Brumbies players are all around Michael Aotearoa, but he is somehow still walking forward. So because of it, it won't be stopped. Now it has gone to ground, and all they need to do is get the ball out, but they haven't been able to. So now the Brumbies are going to have the scrum feed, but the Crusaders making a lot of meters there off the kickoff. And we have also got in there, this will be a gauge for Aussie teams as well, says Maxi. And yo, brother, welcome to the live stream, mate. And yeah, at this stage, the Crusaders, the defending champs of Super Rugby Aotearoa, and they will be hoping that they can have a home final once again in this match. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can do it, because of course the Hurricanes and the Highlanders both receiving the bonus point. So maybe they would be able to, yeah, maybe they'll need one if they do want that home final, is what I was trying to say as well. You were far away with the score prediction for Canes game, 50-60. Yeah, I didn't expect both sides to go close to that 50-60 though. In that one, it was the 5th highest Super Rugby score that we have had in history. And yeah, the Hurricanes and the Crusaders was actually the highest in 2002. And maybe we will have a high-scoring one against the Brumbies in this one. Hey, bro, it's Ryan, says. Ryan, welcome to the live stream, mates. Up, bro, remember me, says Ben Rats. I do indeed. You were watching some of the Cricket 19 career mode live streams. They were a little while ago as well. Up the boys, says Izzy. He will be going for his Crusaders homeboys in this match. And he will be hoping that they can get the victory. But we are just waiting for the scrum set, or scrum reset, I should say now. Hopefully the scoreboard is going to behave itself today. I know yesterday it just decided that it didn't like me. So we will have to wait and see. Is it going to work this time? That's a big question, but that means now it is going to be the Brumbies ball because of the front rows going a little bit early. I believe that one was right. Is the scoreboard going to continue to work That's the big question, because yesterday it didn't want to. Is it going to? Oh, it looks like it might. We are good to go with the scoreboard at the moment, 0-0 in this one, and it is going to be Noel Alicio taking that one with the quick tap, firing it downfield. Going to be Mataeli lining it up, takes it nicely, offload into the hands of George Bridge. He is playing fullback for this match as well. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well. Jimmy V is in the chat though. Welcome to the live stream, mate. They've got the advantage now. The Crusaders, Mitchell Dunshea getting his first carry of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman Moaya. Now puts it very high. It's going to be chased up by Havili and also Fine Anuku almost taken, but it's a knock on. And Braden Enel now got a bit of space. He's done the chip a little bit too early. And it is a mark by Tom Banks there. But looking dangerous early on in this match are the Crusaders. Looking like they are going to be playing that fast-paced rugby that they do know and love. And now we are going to wait and see what Tom Banks is going to do. Surely he is kicking this one for touch here. Has kicked it a mile downfield. Has just gone straight down the middle. And now it's going to be George Bridge with the counter-attack. He is looking forward. George Bridge offload to Cody Taylor. He is in his 100th game. He would love to be able to pick up a try here for the Crusaders. It's going to be in the hands of Fine Anuku, little grubber in behind. But it is going to be in the hands of Simone. Back to Noel Alicio doing the step as well. But he is only a couple metres out from the line at the moment. And the Brumbies, they are 5 metres out from their line. It is going to be Ryan Lonergan. He is going to be firing it back into the hands of Alan Alatoa. And he is tackled by George Bauer, just trying to create that angle at the moment. Are the Brumbies, and Ryan Lonergan is going to be kicking this one high and long. And he has managed to almost find touch, but George Bridge has taken that one. This game is looking like it's going to be as fast-paced as the last couple. Mataeli now trying to find the gap, looking for the step, but he is tackled in the end by the number 6. And this one is Henry Stowers for the Brumbies. Now it's going to be Alatoa back to Moaya, quick hands to Whitelock, little offload to Havili. What an offload that is. Now it's going to be Fine Anuku, who has got Cody Taylor and on the outside, doesn't find them though. And the Brumbies trying to get that ball, not quite able to. Bryn Hall now goes to Moanga. Back into the hands of Havili. Now it's quick hands. Oh, very nice hands there from Dunshea. It's going to be Ethan Blackadder. And he's going to score the opening try of this match for the Crusaders. 4 minutes in. And we will have to wait and see. I feel like there were a couple quite flat passes in that back line, but I think it was just the angle we were looking at it from. And now we are seeing that Ethan Blackadder scoring the first try of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman for the Crusaders, but very quick hands from the back line of the Crusaders. Looking impressive. David Havili, what an offload that was to set up the wide ball out into the hands of a few of the forwards were in that back line. It went from Dunshea to Tom Sanders, Sanders to Dunshea, and then Ethan Blackadder, too much pace, and does score that try as well. We have also got in the chat, I'm versing the Brumbies tomorrow morning, and that is pretty awesome. What the points as well says Blue Line. At the moment, it is 5-0 to the Crusaders with a kick to come because of that early try. Hey, from Max Scotto as well. Welcome to the live stream. And we have got Johan back. I was making me a Milo, and that would be quite nice on a cold night at the moment here in New Zealand. Of course, winter in full effect at the moment, but Richie Moanga now going to be lining this one up for the Crusaders. And it's killed. Oh, it's just gone away a little bit to the left for Richie Moanga. And that is unfortunate. He is rocking the mo at the moment as well. But Blackadder scoring in the 5th minute of this match. Crusaders now 5-0 up against the Brumbies. Good start for them. Are you going for the Crusaders or the Brumbies? I am just hoping we get to see a good game of rugby on our hands. We've seen a lot of points scored throughout the last couple games of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. And I feel like if this one can have 50 points as well, no one would be complaining too much about it. Dunshea lining that one up. Oh, it's hit the line, is it? And it means that it is kicked out on the full from Noel Alicio. And now they are going to have the option here for possibly, is it going to be Bryn Hall looking for a quick line out? No, instead they are going back now for the scrum on halfway. Now they have got a good forward pack here, the Crusaders, but then saying that the Brumbies looking pretty decent as well at scrum time throughout the Super Rugby AU competition. The Aussie teams are going to struggle, says Milo as well. And yeah, it's one of those ones that I thought the Reds had a decent chance up against the Highlanders, but yeah, it's just one of those ones that unfortunately just didn't quite go their way. The next match, though, for the Reds is going to be up against the Crusaders, and that should be a good match to watch. We have got Let's Go Saders, says James Gordon. Let's go, says Izzy. And we have also got Saders from Moorgate. Good morning. It's going to be a good game, says Miggy Boshoff as well. It should indeed. And it's already had one try in only 6 minutes. So if it's anything like the other matches we have seen, perhaps a bonus point for 3 tries or more ahead could be on the cards. And it's going to be time off at the moment. The scrum at the moment, the front rows just not quite getting it right. We haven't actually had a successful scrum throughout the first 6 minutes too. That haven't quite been working out for them. But now they are just talking about the space and the balance for these 2 front rows to make sure that they are going to be able to have a decent scrum here between the 2 sides. We have got Go Saders, Buller from Lotoka Fiji as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, at the moment, should be a good match between these two sides. The Crusaders, though, coming off that win up against the Chiefs in the Super Rugby Aotearoa final, but on the other side, the Brumbies losing their final up against the Reds. So I think people are expecting a lot of tries for the Crusaders, going with a little bit of a different backline. Whainānuku back on the left wing, then also Havili and Inoa in the midfield with Manasa Mataele on the right-hand side, and then also George Bridge at fullback. That's a good scrum from the Crusaders. No, it wasn't. I think they went a little bit too early there because the front row went down, so it is going to be another scrum reset between these two sides now. We have also got in there Chiefs from Daniela Koto as well. He will be going for them later on tonight. It will be a midnight kickoff here in New Zealand for that match between the Western Force and the Chiefs, but should be a very exciting matchup as well. And we have got 87-7. I went earlier today, 2 from 2 as well, says More Cake. So that is very impressive, and hopefully you will be able to win your match tomorrow as well. Imagine you're in Chiefs territory and you and your neighbours cheer for Crusaders. They'll get a surprise coming for them. Well, that's the thing. I am in Canterbury territory. I'm in the Crusaders land, but then I was pretty impartial in that final, so perhaps same could be said about me. I was worried that if I was wearing that Chiefs kit for the final and they won, I might have been deported from Canterbury. But in the end, the Crusaders able to get that one, and the front row has gone down again in the scrum. It is scrum reset after scrum reset at the moment, and we need a little bit of stability in the scrum, or else this will be one of those areas that uses up quite a bit of time throughout this match. And we ran 90 to score as well, said Morecake, and that reminds me of the last try in the match between the Waratahs and the Hurricanes. And it was Jack Maddox who was able to get the try, pretty much running the full length of the field. They were inside their own in-goal area, the Waratahs, and they just well and truly just sent it all the way to the try line. And they were able to score the last try of that match. That was the 17th as well. Are you going to do Lions versus Stormers live? Says Mickey. Unfortunately, it is on at the it's a penalty to the Crusaders. I will mention quickly for that front row collapsing, but unfortunately, it's on at the exact same time as the Western Force versus Chiefs game. So I think I will end up doing that one, and then later on tonight at 4:15 a.m., I will be switching over to do the Bulls versus Sharks game. Will be the next one as well. Even though I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm still watching this match. Said Prizzy as well. I mean, it should still be a very good one, and at the end of the day, I feel like the Brumbies are one of the Australian sides that people have said will be able to try and take on this Crusaders unit. That is a very dominant one, and they will be hoping to be able to have a bit more success here as well. That one has gone to the back, and it's been stolen there by the Brumbies in line-out time, though, but it's a knock-on. Now it is going to be going. It was a knock-on first from the Crusaders, so it's going to be the Brumbies scrum on the 22. Probably the last thing either of these sides want to see, because the scrums just haven't quite been working for them in this one so far. We've also got, now where's the guy who fights his mum, and is he in the chat? Says James Gordon, not too sure who that is that we are talking about. We have got hi from Emily Farrell. Welcome to the live stream. And are you going to do the Rebels versus Blues and Western Force versus Chiefs live stream? Said Jason, I am hoping to. Hopefully my internet will be able to hold up. I know that it was playing up a little bit earlier on today. I've realised Kieran isn't actually in position. He normally stands about here for me, Kieran, that he can see the rugby as well. But it is going to be the scrum of the Brumbies, and they are going to be feeding this ball in now. Ryan Lonergan starting this match. No Nick White in the starting line or on the bench for the Brumbies. And it is a penalty to the Brumbies now at scrum time. So it is somewhere that has just been a little bit too untidy for both sides in this match so far. We have also got in there, wait, when's the fourth game, says Morecake. It is going to be at 12 o'clock New Zealand time. So in about 5 hours time is when we are going to get to see it. And we have also got, you should make a video where you make your own All Black squad, says Emily Farrell. I did that a little bit on Rugby Challenge with, or I assume you mean in real life though, perhaps. But yeah, I did it on Rugby Challenge with my All Blacks career mode. But maybe that is something that I could do for a real-life squad as well. And Kennedy is going for the Crusaders here. Too many guns, I think. Yeah, they've got a lot of strong players, the Crusaders. The backline's looking pretty sharp as well, with Moanga starting it. Then Whainānuku starting at 11 for this one. And he has normally been able to score when he is on that side. Erasamoni now hitting the ball up, but it's been ripped out by Richie Moanga, but then it was a knock-on. So once again, we're going to have another scrum. And this is about the 6th or 7th scrum so far in this match. And I feel like neither of these sides want to see this. They want to see that fast-paced rugby. Both sides have very talented backlines. I was talking about the Crusaders backline a little bit earlier on, but the Brumbies, they've got Simone and Ikatau making up the centres, and then they have got Solomon Kata on that right wing side, Tom Wright on the left. And if they get that ball out to some of those players, they will be able to score tries, but we will just have to wait and see if the Crusaders will be able to defend it as well. But we have got another scrum reset on the halfway line at the moment. Lonergan will be firing this ball in, and he has got a long boot for a goal kicker as well, Ryan Lonergan. One of the matches for Super Rugby AU, he was able to slot over a penalty from about 50-plus metres, I believe it was, to win them the game. They won. They have gone a little bit early. They've been told to use that ball now. Lonergan puts it in, and it's going to be now a penalty for the Crusaders. Unfortunately, just going a little bit too early for them. So it is another penalty, and now the Brumbies from 50 metres out. I was talking about Ryan Lonergan being able to kick the long ball. Is he going to go for this one, or are they going for the corner? That is a big question here. They are going for the scrum once again. So at the moment, these scrum penalties could end up going either way for these two sides. But they are showing Alan Alalatoa. He is playing number 3 for the Brumbies. Then at number 3 for the Crusaders, it is his brother, Michael Alalatoa. So it's one of those ones that the brotherly rivalry could be playing a factor here. They are showing both of them on camera at the moment, both at scrum time, both on opposite sides of that scrum. And for Michael Alalatoa, he is scrummaging with Scott Seo. And then it will be George Bauer and Alan Alalatoa on the other side. But the scrum reset once again is going to be taking place. They are showing Tom Banks. He had a lot of running meters throughout Super Rugby AU as well, picking himself up a few tries. I believe he got 6, and he was tied for the try scorer with Alex Murphy. The Crusaders now have tried to drive over. Whose penalty is it? It's going to the Crusaders. And Brennell wants to take this one quickly. Thinking about it, it looks like the Crusaders want to play a fast-paced game of rugby. And at this stage, all of those scrums probably aren't helping it too much. 13 minutes in at the moment, 5-0 to the Crusaders. And Richie Moanga is going to be kicking this one for the corner now. Trying to make a few meters with that. That's a good kick as well. They're going to be just inside of the 22 now of the Brumbies, and the Crusaders are going to have that line out throw, and Cody Taylor will be a man to keep an eye on here as well. We have got Ryan in the chat. My prediction is Crusaders 38 and 26 to the Brumbies. Crusaders to win. So that is a decent prediction here, and hopefully we do get to see that many tries. Also, we've got Love Your Channel, Bro, from Jack. Thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate that a lot. Dunshay has claimed that one now. They are going to use their back line. It's going to be Brennell back to Moanga. Short ball now into the hands of George Bridge. Only 10 metres out now are the Crusaders. It is going to be Richie Moanga. Fires the wide ball into the hands of Manasa Mataeli. Ends up swatting it forward there. And because of it, it is going to be once again another scrum as well. And a lot of scrums throughout this one at the moment. That is for sure. Definitely Crusaders to win, says Decker Dunn as well. And we have also got where's Zion Fenton that fights his mum. That's the guy who I mean. Not sure. Maybe he will be in the live streams a little bit later on in the night, perhaps. And where is that other guy that you do some vids with? Says Prizzy. Is that George or is that Isaac? Do let me know though. But George at the moment, because he's got a cold, he was going to come around for this game as well as Daniel, another one of the Kiwi lads. But unfortunately, yeah, they've both got colds. So we can't really end up hanging out, unfortunately. We also got what's the weather like. I think they have said that it's pretty fine. I don't think there's much wind, but it is very cold, as it is a Christchurch winter night at the moment. We have also got Christchurch struggles. Last time the Brumbies defeated the Crusaders, it was in 2000, and it was Scott Robertson playing for the Crusaders in that match as well. That is a fun fact. So it's been over 20 years since they were able to get the win at Christchurch over the Crusaders. So they have got a lot of pressure on them here, but of course, pressure makes a diamond, and maybe the Brumbies could pull off the ultimate upset here. At the moment, they're only 5 points behind, 15 minutes in. But the Crusaders, anytime they have been on attack, have looked pretty strong and look like they are looking to try and find a way through that defence of the Brumbies and score themselves a few more tries as well. Who do you think will win, says Jack? It is hard with seeing that stat to not back maybe. Yeah, you probably can't not back the Crusaders when it's that long ago. But we did see Argentina beat the All Blacks in a match recently. The Crusaders looking decent at scrum time. The front row's gone down, but it is still the Brumbies ball now. It's going to be Valentini, goes to Lonergan. Now it is going to be Ekatau, I believe it is, who is hitting that ball up. Yes, it was, and they've got the advantage, and they've got the penalty now for the Brumbies as well. So they will be kicking for Dutch, clearing their lines, and they will be hoping to move their way up the field a little bit further. We've also got in the chat Crusaders from Abdul Malik, and also superb updates. Thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate that. Come on, Crusaders, says Jonah Lowe. And we have also got played in that game, says Maxi. So not only was it Scott Robertson, it was also Glenn Maxwell. I believe I have said your name right, isn't it? It's Glenn Maxwell. Is it Glenn Maxwell? No, that's a cricketer. Norman Maxwell, sorry. I'm thinking of cricket. But yeah, so you would have been playing. What was the score in that match? Do let me know, because I feel like so the Brumbies won, but that's 2000. So that is a long time ago. But Falafai is going to be with this line out throw. In fact, that would have been when I was only about 1, maybe if I'm lucky, when that game did take place. So So that shows how long it has been since they have won a game at Christchurch. It's Lonergan now, goes to Noel Alicio, who is running it hard, but he is tackled by Moanga. Lonergan now, flat hands from Folau Whaingaa into the hands of Valentini. Straight over the ball was almost Blackadder, not quite able to get it. Simone now with the wide ball into the hands of Kata. He is running hard. He's almost run straight over George Bridge, but not quite able to. Outside of the 22 now of the Brumbies. Folau Whaingaa is hitting the ball up once again. And the Brumbies looking very decent on attack now. It's going to be Scott Seo running hard at Blackadder. And Whitelock still got this ball. It's going to be Tom Banks. Goes back to Simone now. It's going to be the man in the number 7 jersey, which is Rory Scott. I believe it's straight over the ball with Cullen Grace. Almost, yes, he does win the penalty for the Crusaders. He has done very well there. And it was not releasing. It was Rory Scott who had the run. But that was a good attack from the Brumbies. So I am excited to see what they can do on attack throughout the rest of this match as well. And we have Oscar in the chat. Hi, do you remember me? Says Riley Bennett. I do indeed. Go the New Zealand teams up the Chiefs as well. And they are going to be playing later on tonight against the Western Force. That should be a very exciting match as well. Superb, mate. Keep it up, says Abdul Malik Hussein as well. And I do appreciate you all being here for this live stream. We normally set a like goal. I haven't done one yet, but I'm not sure what we are sitting on in terms of likes. So maybe by the end of the first half, can we get to 30 likes we'll aim for at the start and see if we can go from there. But now it's going to be Cody Taylor on the halfway line with this line out throw. Going to Cullen Grace there. Has taken that one now. It's going to be Hall into the hands of Moanga, into the hands of Billy short ball there, into the hands of Blackadder. I've said into the hands quite a bit. Now it's going to be Cullen Grace hitting the ball up. Good low tackle on him though by, I believe it was Darcy Swain. Hall goes to Blackadder. Moanga fires it back into the hands of Whainaanuku. Runs hard at Valentini. Still driving for Leicester Whainaanuku, but dragged down now on 40-metre line inside of Brumbies territory. George Bauer hitting the ball up as well, and it's almost a rolling maul starting now for the Crusaders once again. And they're up to their 5th phase. Little grubber in behind. Didn't quite work out for Havili, but it's gone straight back into his hands. Now it's going to be Mateili hitting the ball up. He's been busy throughout the early stages, and it's a penalty now for the Brumbies. And I believe it was David Havili ripping the man away incorrectly. It was Alan Alatoa who was able to win that penalty for the Brumbies. And at the moment, this game is back and forth between these two sides. 9 likes, says Emily Farrell. So, yeah, 30 may be a high number to go for, but perhaps we can get there. Also, since my Gramps is a Chiefs fan, I'm going, ask my Gramps, are you going for Brumbies or Crusaders? Okay, do let me know what he says as well. Love the commentary as well, says Abdul Malik. And, yeah, thank you very much for that. At the moment, penalties going back and forth. There have been 3 against the Crusaders, 2 against the Brumbies, and they're in a perfect pattern of one team, then the other, one team, then the other. So we will have to wait and see how it is going to be finishing in this match as well. We are still very early on in it. I will see what that does. I have gone, okay, we are back. I think I tried to upgrade the camera quality at the time. That one wasn't very straight there, unfortunately, for Folau Whaingaa, which means now the Crusaders more than likely will go for the scrum here. Darcy Swain not looking too happy either in that situation. They are going for the scrum once again here, the Crusaders. And they are talking to Tamati Allison at the moment. Was a close game, can't remember score. Then we beat them in the final over there as well, said Maxi. So I guess you did get the revenge in the end. And yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are calling this match similar to a final because of the fact that it is one of the best Australian sides versus the defending champs, the Crusaders. And it's going to be a tough one for the Brumbies. Like we mentioned a little bit earlier on, it was the situation of 20 years since they have been able to get a win here at OrangeTheory Stadium, or at in Christchurch, sorry. So they are going to have to work hard, but on attack they have looked decent. So I am positive that they'll be able to score 1 or 2 tries in this one, but the Crusaders, they will have to get more. The front row has gone down once again in that scrum. And at the moment, we have had a lot of time off once again. And at this stage, if they can't get it right, someone's going to the bin for just the referee getting sick of them at this stage. And yes, they are just saying that they're not getting it right, not a stable scrum at all. And because of it, the referee, I think, is getting fed up at the stage. 12-17 was the score as well, says Maxi. And I feel like that could be pretty close to what the score is here if these two sides keep on countering each other. Like, good defense so far, but also some very good attack. The Brumbies winning 4 scrums so far in this match. 2 scrum penalties conceded. The Crusaders winning 2 scrums and 1 penalty conceded. So it's one of those ones, a lot of scrums in this match early on in the first 20, and just the 1 try for Ethan Blackadder as well. And we have also got, I can't remember, I can't watch it. I'll have to go to bed. Go the Chiefs as well, says Riley Bennett. I played under 55 kilos today. That's how our game went back and forth. Go the New Zealand teams as well, says Riley Bennett. And yeah, there is some pretty good rugby coming up as well in terms of, I know there's an under 85 kg competition, and I'm not sure when it's kicking off, but it must be relatively soon. That's another penalty to the Crusaders in the scrum now. So because of it now, they are going to be on halfway. Cody Taylor looking for direction here on where he is throwing this one too. And he will be wanting to make sure that this one is a straight throw because of the fact that if it's not, it's going to be a little bit of a problem now. It's going to be Bryn Hall who has got that one. Goes to Moanga. David Arveli fires a huge long pass out into the hands of Whainānuku, stepping on the inside, running straight at Ekatau. He has made a few more meters, and once again, the Crusaders have got this ball just 10 meters inside of the Brumbies half. Now it's going to be David Arveli kicking this one in behind for a bit of territory, and it has been touched by the Brumbies player, which means now it means that Tom Wright has to claim this one inside of his in goal line, and he has kicked that one downfield. That is a good kick from Tom Wright as well. And now the Crusaders once again are going to have a line out. So a lot of stoppages so far in this match in terms of the scrums and the line outs. And I feel like as soon as another try is scored, this game is going to be busted wide open in terms of the amount of points that we are going to be seeing. But I don't think either side are going to be taking too many 3 points in this one. I think they're going to be going for the sevens because of the fact that Crusaders at this stage, they need a bonus point win to be able to call themselves possibly top of the table. Now it's Havili goes into the hands of, it is Tom Sanders. And they are 30 metres out at the moment. The Crusaders, Bryn Hall with the little offload round the back. Goes to Moanga. Now it's going to be George Bridge stepping on the inside. Tackle though by Cutter. And so far the Brumbies have been defending pretty well, but the phase play being decent from the Crusaders as well. Short ball to, it was Michael Alalatoa. Dragged down by Scott Seo. Now it's Hall, goes to Moanga. Goes to Bauer, back into the hands of now Simoni. He's got a bit of pace too. George Bridges trying to cover him. Simoni almost caught by David Arveli, almost caught by Enel. Great tackle there from that man. And the Crusaders are under pressure now. It's offloaded back. It's an awkward back line for the Brumbies. But now it is going to be Folau Whainā, tackled by Lester Whainānuku. And they have got the penalty advantage for an offside as well. And they are going to be going back for it right. I did mention about not too many threes getting taken throughout this match, but this might be a good opportunity here for the Brumbies to be able to get 3 points, get some points on the board. And we will just have to wait and see what they decide. But it was Lester Whainānuku, I believe, who was offside there. Is Lolesio. He's going for the corner. The Brumbies trying to pour on the pressure once again here. We have also got, I'm watching your commentary all the way from Sri Lanka, says Abdul Malik. So I hope you are enjoying as well, mate. And hopefully you have been enjoying the Trans-Tasman competition so far. If you are going for the Crusaders as well, we have got 38-17. That's my prediction from Christopher. And also Crusaders go boys, 31-15 for the prediction from Andy Scott. And I am noticing with all of the predictions we have had, people are backing the fact that the Brumbies are going to be able to get some points on the board. I know that in the game against the Waratahs for the Hurricanes, everyone was expecting a very dominant win for the Hurricanes, but they did give away 10 tries in the end in that one as well. It's at 9.55 for me, says Moorcake as well. And now it is going to be Folau Whainā going into the hands of, it would have been Nick Frost. Now it's going to be Valentini, only a metre short now. The Brumbies, Lonergan goes to Lolesio, little grubber in behind. Why would you do that? And now it is going to be the knock-on advantage, but that was not the time for it. You needed to use that back line. You've got a strong one, the Brumbies. But they decided to go for that little grubber in behind, only about 5 metres out from the line. Now it is going to be Frost, who went into the hands of Valentini in the replay. They were close. Then Lolesio went for the little grubber. Lester Whainānuku able to knock it down. And Scott Robinson, a very nervous man at that stage. He will be glad that it didn't turn into 7. But Valentini off the back of the scrum for sure here for the Brumbies if they do win it. We have also got, you're at 20 likes, says Riley Bennett. So we are flying up at the moment on those. So I do thank you all very much for that. We have got Jay Port loving your commentary, bro. G'day from the Gold Coast as well. Go Crusaders. Can you put a mirror up at halftime, bro, left over your left shoulder? Cheers as well. And unfortunately, due to licensing, if I was to even show a second of what is happening in this game, I would end up getting copyright striked and the channel would almost be taken down because of it, or we aren't allowed to live stream for 3 months if we were to show any footage, if it does end up getting striked. And it's going to be the penalty now. Lonergan goes to Tom Banks. Quick hands. He goes himself, though. Only a few metres out. Blackadder straight over the ball, but not quite able to get it now. It's going to be Lonergan into the hands of Alan Alatoa, driving forward at his brother there. Now it's going to be Lonergan once again. Great pass out to Folau Whainā. Good defence from the Crusaders here, though. At the moment, Lonergan now up very early with the Crusaders. Good low tackle from, oh, he almost went again, did he? It's going to be the penalty now to the Brumbies once again because he went twice. They are going back. Are they going to take it quickly? Yes, Stowers had the ball in hand. Thinking about it. Tell you what, at the moment, a lot of penalties against the Crusaders at the moment, which means maybe someone could be going to the bin soon if they keep on giving away these penalties. But it is going to be Tom Banks now. He is going to be kicking for the corner. And he will be hoping to turn this into 7 points. The Brumbies have been on attack for the last 7 or so minutes, but they just haven't quite been able to break through and score that try. But it is going to be Folau Fainga'a once again is going to be firing this one in for the line out. And it is time off once again. Attacking line out at the moment. 61 throws in Super Rugby AU for the Brumbies, and they were able to score 21 times. So that is very impressive from there. Valentini at the back, I feel like, is a very good option. He is a dangerous ball runner, hard to stop as well when he does get going. Folau Fainga'a going to the front there, into the hands of Nick Frost. They are getting driven backwards here by the Crusaders. They will almost be told to use it. Yes, they have. Now it is going to be Folau Fainga'a. He's got the ball in hand. He is going to be firing it back to Lonergan. They are defending this one beautifully here, the Crusaders. Now it's going to be quick hand. Simone goes to Noah Lolicio, stepping on the inside there. Sees the gap. He's still going, Noah Lolicio. No one's dragging him down. Good tackle there from Braden in, although now it's going into the hands of Henry Stowers, only a couple metres short for the Brumbies. Can they score this one? That is the big question. Now it is going to be Stowers. No, sorry, it's Lonergan. Goes to Scott Seo. He's over the line and he scored the try for the Brumbies, and more than likely that will give them the lead in this match now. And it was Scott Seo who was able to do it. The prop for them as well has done very well there for the Brumbies. And that is his first try of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. 5 in his career for Scott Seo, the number 1. And he was able to score that one. Try, says Cool as it was indeed morning. All the way from Namibia as well. Saders boys already in front gear, says Mel C. And we have got, you could wear a huge pair of mirror shades, bro, as well, said Maxi. And yeah, it's one of those ones. I feel like it would be awesome to have the game like there and then have it up there with the scoreboard or something. And maybe, I don't know, I'll have to work out if there is any way of doing it. I don't think there is though, unfortunately. But Scott Seo scoring the try for the Brumbies that is now going to be giving them the lead if Noah Lolicio is going to be able to kick this one. We have also got, this is the only way I watch rugby at my dad, says Riley Bennett. So hopefully I am doing well enough to be able to tell you exactly what is happening. And at that stage, Noah Lolicio kicking that one over the post. So because of it, 7-5 to the Brumbies. They have taken the lead in this match, and they are looking good while doing it. Good on attack and decent on defense as well. Lonergan, though, going into the hands of Scott Seo, and they're not stopping him from there. He is a hard man to stop, that is for sure. But now the Crusaders under pressure here. And this would be the first time they weren't behind at any stage in the final up against the Chiefs, I don't believe. So now it is going to be Valentini knocking that ball on, and it is set up for Blackadder, but he has dropped that one, and we are going back now for another scrum. And it is going to be the Crusader scrum feed for this one as well. But Valentini there, I feel like he is going to score a try in this match. He's just one of those guys that look like when he's got the ball in hand, he is going to be very strong. I also saw earlier on about the weather, and at the moment, I think the only thing they've said is it's very cold. And that is about all that they mentioned about it. Thank you very much for your updates, says Abdul Malik. No worries, mate. And I do appreciate you being here. Anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are very close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. We were 6 away when I started this live stream, so we might almost be there as well. And I do thank you all very much for that. We have got, sorry, not wait. I meant, said Christopher as well. And I don't want to lose my bet or my $500 I think I see from Christopher there. And we have also got in the chat Brumbies from Cool Lads. And we have also got Yo from Henry Samuel. Welcome to the live stream, mate. And we have got Jesse was an outlaw there as well. Now it's going to be Richie Moanga with ball in hand. Sells a bit of a dummy. Richie Moanga. And he's going to be going all the way, Richie Moanga. And he scores a try for the Crusaders. And they answer straight back there. Richie Moanga. He hasn't scored the last couple of weeks, but he did score there for them there, the Crusaders. My face has got red like the Crusaders kit at the moment, because that is phenomenal rugby from them, just straight back. And they have been able to score that one. I think this match is going to show that we are going to get to see some very good matches throughout today. We've got 3 in a row. I bet 60 on the Brumbies, said Jake Lacey. And I believe they were paying quite a bit of money. The Waratahs were the biggest underdogs of the weekend, but Richie Moanga able to score that try for the Crusaders there. We have got Chiefs Manabit here as well, says Riley. We have got, come on, Saders, prove that you're the best team in Super Rugby, says Christopher. And that is one player who is very good. Richie Moanga able to score that one. We have got subscribe, says Riley Bennett. You heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe buddy. That subscribe button. But that one has gone over from Richie Moanga, converting that one. So now the score is going to be 12 to the Crusaders and 7 to the Brumbies. Good job, boys, says Riley Bennett as well. Oh, yeah, says Jesse was an outlaw. And also, sorry, I missed the start. I went to see glowworms with my family. That would have been pretty awesome. to be able to see the glowworms. I haven't actually done that before. We've had a few school camps where we kind of go out and about, but yeah, hopefully you did enjoy it. And it would be one of those cool experiences that maybe is a once in a lifetime, unless, of course, you do it quite often. Then, of course, it's a multiple in a lifetime type situation. Well taken there by Leicester Whainarnuku for the Crusaders. They've got that ball popped out a little bit, almost knocked it on, but he's still going, Leicester Whainarnuku. That man has got incredible leg strength for the Crusaders there. And that one has gone to ground and it's stuck in there, which means now it is going to be the scrum feed for the Brumbies. Another scrum in this match as well. And we have got you're going to lose your money, says Decadun. I think that is to the guy who bet on the Brumbies. And we got $500 on the Saders, says Christopher as well. So, mate, hopefully they will be able to do that for you and get the one. Crusaders, says Berendetta as well. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have got, I'm back. I'm outside. I'm hiding from my brother and sister, said James Gordon. Hopefully they don't find you as well. Yes, boy, my man Richie, says Christopher. And we have I go to Hamilton boys, and our rugby is super fun as well, says Riley Bennett. And that is one thing that I want to do more of, is kind of learn more about provincial rugby. So I do see that North Otago are going to be challenging Hawke's Bay for the Ranfurly Shield. That is coming up soon. And it is pretty awesome because of the fact that North Otago is just south of me, I believe, or I'm almost in North Otago. So it would be pretty awesome to watch that game. And once again, it is going to be the scrum reset. And at the moment, it just doesn't seem to want to work out for these two sides at scrum time. The referee is getting sick of it. He's just saying, hold it up, boys. We want to hold the space, hold the balance, is the call from the referee, Paul Williams, in this one. Slap on the bottom from, it was the man in the number 5 jersey, to Alan Alatoa to hold that one up. And we haven't seen a front row go down very often in this match so far. We've had about 10 scrums, and a lot of them haven't even gone to the pushing stage. I'm over these scrums of this match, says Jake Lacey as well. Yeah, there have been a lot so far, but the Brumbies now are going to have another chance of being able to possibly get a bit of a set play going here. And it's fired in by Lonergan. Now it is a good push from the Saders, though, but Lonergan has got that ball, and it is going to be Bryn Hall trying to hold him up, but it is a tackle. So now they are counter-rucking here. The Crusaders not quite able to, though. Now it is going to be Nick Frost going into the hands of Stowers now, getting one of his first carries of this match. They have still got the ball here. The Brumbies 40 metres out from the Crusaders line. Now it is going to be Kata, who is running up. A good tackle on him by Ethan Blackadder. He had a phenomenal final as well, Ethan Blackadder. Now it's going to be fireback Stowers. Lalicio runs straight at Cullen Grace. That's not a good way to go. And now it is the fifth phase now. Inside ball into the hands of Tom Banks. Gone straight through it. It went backwards though. So now Darcy Swain, he's been tackled by himself there, slipping over. So it may be a little bit wet, and a great turnover there from Tom Sanders. And because of it, I think it was a little bit of a knock on there. Yes, there was. And guess what? We're going to the scrum once again for this matchup. We've got 27 likes from Riley Bennett. So, yeah, maybe we will be able to hit that 30 by half-time. We have still got 7 minutes to go on this one. Let's get to 30 before the half, says Riley Bennett as well. I need 2 more subs to get to 30. So, says Henry Samuel, and Abdul Malik has said, I'm really excited about your commentary. It reminds me of the radio. Well done, mate. I'm enjoying as well. And thank you very much. That is one thing that I want to be able to try and do, is make it so that you guys who can't see the game do get an idea of what is happening. And I feel like we're still very early in that commentary, but hopefully it is improving as we go on. And hopefully it will be getting better and better throughout Super Rugby Trans-Tasman as well. And we have got watching from Suva, Fiji, says Berendetta as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. We've got a few Fijian viewers, and I do have to say I love having people all over the world in the comments. Does make these a lot more fun as well. I'm going to knock on the door and then hide, says James Gordon, and go Crusaders from Luca. And at the moment, they have got that bit of a lead. They are showing Joe Roth is the man that they are showing. He ended up having 86 Super Rugby matches, and someone who we need to talk about for Super Rugby matches, Cody Taylor, his 100th match today. He would love to be able to score himself a try. I feel like Scott Robertson may want to leave him out there until he does. Brody McAllister, of course, on the bench, very talented player. Also, Tamaiti Williams, sorry. It is a hard name to say, that first one, I'll be honest. But at the moment, he is going to be a big man to come on the field. And I know a battle that people are looking forward to is him versus Taniela Tupou next week as well. I watched the game, but have you on instead of the background. The Kiwi lads is better than Justin Marshall, says Jake Lacey. And I do appreciate that, mate. Hopefully you are all synced up so that I'm not a mile behind or a mile in front there. But now it is going to be once again another scrum for the Brumbies here. Well, are they going to be able to do? That's a big question. Lonergan will be putting this ball in once again. Nick White nowhere to be seen in the Brumbies lineup for this match. And a front row has gone down, and it's another penalty. Front row collapsing. This is not working out at scrum time for either of these sides. It is the tight head side, which would be Michael Aotearoa, who has collapsed that one, unfortunately. Him and Scott Seo seem to be having a real big battle on that side of the scrum, but Tom Banks now is going to be kicking this one for the corner. And if the Brumbies can score now, just before halftime, we'll give them a lot of confidence going into the second as well. And we have Oscar, yes, watching from Samoa as well. You're the best, mate, from Christopher. I do appreciate that, man. Hopefully, for your sake of your $500, the Crusaders will be able to get that win for you as well. And we have Scott, thanks for doing great. I just watched your Chiefs career, and then I like this channel. It's cool, says Riley Bennett. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. I'm hoping to do another Rugby Challenge career mode at some stage soon. Maybe something to do with the British and Irish Lions. So yes, that is something that is happening very soon as well. Now it's a little bit of a set play out into the hands of Folau Fainga'a. He runs straight over Richie Mo'unga, but he's gone into touch because of it. And Richie Mo'unga, tell you what, that is respect from Richie Mo'unga. He has helped Folau Fainga'a up after he was put into touch. And I feel like that is something to just kind of save himself from getting run over once again, because that was a dangerous run from Folau Fainga'a down that wing. Little bit of a set play off the rolling maul. Went off to Scott Seo. Quick hands out to Folau Fainga'a. Just runs straight over Richie Mo'unga. But then from there, I think Richie Mo'unga was just saying, good job, mate. You got me there. And he will be hoping that he can get him later on in this match. But it is going to be now a penalty. And they are going to take the tap here. And he is going to be kicking that one for touch there. Richie Mo'unga, that is a good kick as well. And at the moment, this game seems very stop-start because of the fact that neither of these sides, the scrum's not really working. The line-out seems to be struggling as well. So it does make it hard for either side to really get some momentum going, but it is going to be Folau Fainga'a who is chucking this ball in now. And that one almost stolen, but it is taken now. Lonergan goes to Lolesio, going into the hands of Valentini, running over the top of Tom Sanders almost, but good tackle from him. Lolesio once again going back now into the hands of Ekatau, who is hitting the ball up. 45 out from the Crusaders line at the moment. It is going to be now Nick Frost trying to make a couple meters, tackled early by Blackadder. And Tom Sanders is busted open. Stolen, though, by David Arvili, and no one's going to catch him. David Arvili's got the interception. And is it going to be the try? Yes, it is. If they do allow it. Was David Arvili onside when he did steal that one? Double blow of the whistle. Tom Sanders is well and truly busted open, though, at the moment, which isn't good to see. But, yeah, they are going to check this one for David Arvili. But if he did get this try here, 36 minutes into this match, I said that the Brumbies would be wanting to get a try to be able to finish this half. But if the Crusaders do, it's almost game over for the Brumbies unless they can really fight back in the second half. We have also got Go Crusaders from York, England, from Andy. So welcome to the live stream all the way from England. Is it early morning there? If I'm not wrong, my time zones are normally a little bit rough, but I think it must be early morning. If I'm not wrong, I can't help it because I don't have Stan Sport, so this is very helpful, says Luca. And yeah, I think other than Stan Sport Sky and also Rugby Pass, there aren't really many that are actually showing it, unfortunately. And I think this one is going to be allowed, perhaps. Lonergan goes to Arvili. Is he behind the hindmost foot? I think he is, which means David Arvili would have scored this try now. He just ran up, intercepted with one hand. David Arvili straight through the gap. And that's going to be the third for the Crusaders now in this match. They need a bonus point if they do want a chance of being able to be first place, because at the moment the Hurricanes and the Highlanders both have had that as well. We haven't got to watch second half. The Crusaders boys will pull away, says Melcy, and they are already starting that because David Arvili scoring in the 36th minute, his first try of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman as well. Who else is playing tonight, says Jake Lacey. We have got this match. Then we've got the Rebels versus the Blues. That should be a good match. And then also the Western Force versus the Chiefs is the third of the night. But Richie Mo'unga straight out in front, kicks that one down the middle. And now the score is going to be, it will be 19 to the Crusaders, 7 to the Brumbies. And once again, now the Brumbies do need a try before halftime. We have got in the chat, yes, mate, we all win. They will win. That's why I put my money on Saders as well, says Christopher. We have got a slow start for the Saders, says Jesse. And I think it was just a little bit to do with the fact that there wasn't really much of a, it's quite start-stop. And Brendan O'Connor's actually on the field for Sanders at the moment. The Hawke's Bay boy, they have said as well. And that one has gone out on the full from Noel Lolesio the second time tonight, perhaps feeling a bit of the pressure up against the Crusaders side. We have also got in the chat, Bulliser, how are you from Raymond Ram? Welcome to the live stream. I am doing well. I am excited for all the rugby that we have got on tonight because we have got 3 back-to-back games, and then Super Rugby, or not Super Rugby, Rainbow Cup South Africa game will be on at 4:15 a.m. I'll have to wait and see whether or not I will be able to, be able to watch that game. And handling errors at the moment, 5 against the Crusaders, 2 against the Brumbies. You got 30 likes plus likes, says Riley Bennett. Let's see if we can get to 40 then by the time we get to halftime. We normally like to go at about 1 per minute as well. There are 3 time zones in Europe, says Maxi, because I know Spain is early morning, isn't it? if I'm not wrong. And then maybe, is it around 8 o'clock a.m. in England at the moment, maybe, if I'm not wrong? But that one has gone into the scrum. Now it's going to be Bryn Hall into the hands of Havili. He has decided to go himself, shunts off Lonergan. Now it's going to be Richie Moyinga with the quick hands. Almost there, still going. Richie Moyinga, but straight over the ball was Rory Scott, and that's going to be the ball of the Brumbies now. But Fine Anuku trying to get straight back into this one for the Crusaders. Now it's going to be Scott Seo, who is running hard. He has already scored one try in this match. Scott Seo, couldn't say his name there. I'm too excited for these matches that we have got now. It's going to be Tom Wright with the quick hands. Little kick behind there from Tom Wright. Going into touch. Are they going to take this one quickly? George Bridge thinks about it, but decides against it in the end. And now it is going to be the line out for the Crusaders. We have got Crusaders slowly pulling away. Says Christopher, they are indeed. And we have also got subscribe and like from Riley Bennett. You heard the man. We are only a few subscribers away from hitting that 2,000. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well. And I feel like at some stage throughout this live stream, perhaps we will be able to hit that 2,000, which would be pretty awesome. That one is taken by Whitelock now, just inside of the half of the Crusaders. Quick hands to Manasi Mateali. And now it's going to be David Avili kicking this one in behind. Good kick from him. And it is going to end up going out only a couple meters out from the Brumbies line. That is a kick and a half from David Arvilli, and that puts them under all sorts of pressure. And now the line out will have to be perfect for them. Well, this go always the underdog, always with the underdog, says Paul Pucker. And I'm hopeful that one of the Australian sides will get a win, but then it's also the fact that I'm hoping that whoever does get the win, if they do, the New Zealand side doesn't get absolutely destroyed on social media because of it. Because I know that it's one of those ones that everyone expects the New Zealand sides to win these games. So if an Australian side can pull off the upset, would be very impressive. But they have got this ball just a couple meters out. It's a counter ruck now from the Crusaders. They are trying to steal this one only a couple meters out. And it's going to be the penalty to the Crusaders as well. Cody Taylor wants to take this one quickly. He has as well. Now Cody Taylor going himself for his 100th match. Is he going to be able to score the try? That's the question. Now it's going to be Bryn Hall. Fires it back now to Moanga. George Bridge now looking straight at the line. He's going close. Only a couple meters out now. Who's going to be taking it? Braden Enoy. He tried to go over the top. Braden Enoy himself. And he's lost it forward. Perhaps interesting choice. Braden Enoy saw the try line. Wanted to go for it. And he didn't quite make it, unfortunately. George Bridge, good run forward. Good tackle from Noel Alicio. Then from there, Braden Enoy panicked a little bit. Tried to dive over the top of the ruck. That was always going to be tough for him to do. And because of it, it means now it's going to be the scrum to the Brumbies. We have also got 2K, says Ryutu, and also Riley Bennett as well. We'll have a look at halftime to see if we have hit it. But if we have, thank you all very much for that. It is very much appreciated. We have been growing at a crazy rate throughout the last few weeks. And yeah, it is all thanks to you guys. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones who are watching these videos and putting them out. It's just something I love it. I love doing. I can't even talk. Too excited about this one. Watching from Samoa, Status for Life as well, said Joe Tiafilo a little bit earlier on as well. You should do a face cam with Rugby Challenge. I am hoping to do a few more in the future with my face cam. It is just normally they take a little bit longer to edit, and with the amount of rugby we've had recently, it does make it pretty tough. What a push that is from the Crusaders, but it is going to be the scrum reset. And because of it, we are at halftime. So if the Brumbies do win this scrum, they will be kicking this ball out. If the Crusaders win it, they will be going for one more try here. An hour apart, British Standard Time is 8:50 a.m. Central European Time, 9:50, and Eastern European / Russia is 10:50 a.m. Right. I feel like I should try and remember that because that would be quite useful information as well. So Central European, is it? Oh, wait a minute. Are you must be Central European, so it's 9:50 there, Maxi. If I'm not wrong, most Central as well. They're Maxi as well. And we have also got in the chat, tell you what, it's going quick at the moment. I do appreciate you all being here for this match. We are only moments away from halftime. So once we get to halftime, I will read through all the messages that I have just missed as well. Yeah, thank you all very much for being here. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. We are doing every single Super Rugby Trans-Tasman game. Hopefully, the only thing that will affect it is my internet because I had to reset the modem about 6 times before starting this live stream to make sure it was going to be running smoothly. And it looks like it is going to be the penalty to the Brumbies. And now they've got the option because of the fact that more than likely they would have been kicking this ball out for halftime. But now Noel Alicio is going to have this ball in hand. Okay, he is going to be tapping. And he has tried to kick that one for halftime. And we are at halftime now. And that would have been a bit of a fail if he went for a bit of a cross kick there because he decided to go for the far side there. Noel Alicio, if he had misstruck it, perhaps the Crusaders could have had a cross kick try. But at the moment, at halftime, it is 19 to the Crusaders, 7 to the Brumbies. 3 tries for the Crusaders in this match so far. David Avili, Richie Moanga, and also Ethan Blackadder in the 4th minute. Then for the Crusaders, that is the Crusaders. For the Brumbies, it was this 26th minute, and it was Scott Seo who was able to score it as well. But I will read through all the chat as well. Brumbies should not have conceded that try. The second 40 will be a tough mountain for them as well, says Melcy. Yes, it will. And unfortunately, that try that David Avili was able to intercept, that needed to go for the Brumbies scoring that try, because or else now making up 2 tries against any side is tough. But when it's the Crusaders, we know how strong they are in the last 20 minutes of a game as well. I was the first one to realise you hit 2K as well, says Rayuto. And I do, or Rayuto, sorry. Try time coming up, says Jesse was an outline. What I will do quickly, I will check on the main YouTube studio, see what we are sitting on for myself. We are sitting on actually 1999 for my one. So we are still 1 short. I know on YouTube it kind of rounds up and down when you do look at a channel. But yeah, at the moment, 1999 subscribers we are sitting on at this stage. We have got, will you remember me when you're famous, says Rayuto. I feel like I will remember most of you guys, because at the end of the day, you guys are what are building up the channel, because I can't subscribe to myself 2,000 times, that is for sure. So yeah, thank you all very much for that as well. Tune in from Thailand. Great commentary and great game so far, says Glenn Jones. Yeah, it's been an interesting one. Both sides look like they want to play that fast-paced rugby, but there have been a lot of stoppages with the scrums and the penalties and lineouts and whatnot. But I feel like the second half is going to have a lot more tries as well. We have got in the chats up from Michael Holmes. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. These videos are awesome, says Riley Bennett, and I do appreciate that as well. Now's the time to untwist the wires on your headphones. Unfortunately, every time I do, like you guys will see, I undo them and untwist them, and then they just kind of, eventually they just go like that again. Unfortunately, I'll have to try and really work it out, because I feel like it's just because of the cables with how long I've had them that they have just slowly kept on twisting themselves as well. Go Crusaders, says Michael. And it was a haha yes as well, says Jake Lacey. And also we have got in the chat, congratulations on 2K, says Luca. And I will have a quick look once again. Have we hit it? We were 1999. We were on it. Now we've hit the 2000, and I do thank you all very much for that. And yeah, we were thinking about doing some sort of special video, perhaps watching a few of the old Kiwi Lads videos that aren't actually on the channel at the moment. We used to make videos about 3 or 4 years ago, but none of them are up anymore. So maybe we could have a look at that, or perhaps the earliest videos on the channel, the likes of a couple ones of us snowboarding, we could have a look back at, because they are some good memories, that is for sure. Dylan has said hi as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for being here for this match between these two sides. Go the Crusaders. That is a fancy font from Jesse was an outlaw in the chat as well. Do Yes Boy Challenge as well, says Christopher. What is the Yes Boy Challenge? You'll have to let me know. Did you just hit 2K subs? We did indeed. And we have gone from 1,000 hitting it in January to now being into May and already at the 2,000. We are growing fast, and it is thanks to you guys as well. And we have also got in the chat, Go Brumbies, says Serts. And at the moment, if the Brumbies can score early in the second half, they are still within a shot of this match. Like I said, the Crusaders strong in the last 20, but the Brumbies have been known to have some pretty decent performances as well. We have got Paul in the chat. As said, Buller from VG, great commentary. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. We've had a whole heap of people from Fiji, Samoa, also in Europe, and I think we've had a couple South Africans as well in the chat while we have been at it. And we have also got congrats on 2K, says Dylan. Thank you very much, mate. I subbed and liked, said Michael. So we do always appreciate you guys who are hitting that subscribe button. Please remember me when you get to 100K subs. Won't take long, because you're cool, says Riley Bennett. Don't know about 100K. I think we will build from here. Maybe go for 5K for a start and see how we go from there. We have also got what's up, brother, from George Claw. Welcome to the live stream as well. I feel like I've said that to every single person with the welcome to the live stream. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys all being here for this one. At the moment, 3 tries for the Crusaders. David Avili, Richie Moyer, and also Ethan Blackadder. Then for the Brumbies, Scott Seo. Now we need to look at the points differential here. At the moment, the Highlanders and the Hurricanes are also sitting on 5 points. So the Crusaders, they almost need this bonus point to be still in that hunt of being able to get that possible first place position overall, which then would lead to a home final. And we know how the Crusaders go when they do have a home final as well. And I will also check the likes while we are at it. We are sitting on 43 as well. So I do thank you all very much for that. At the moment, we're going at the like per minute, which is pretty awesome. We have also got a whole heap of people in the chat. Always be my brother as well, says Riley Bennett. Go Crusaders, says Michael. And we have also got Go Brumbies, Crusaders 70, Brumbies 21 as well from Paul Pucker. The headphones need to go end for end inside the V as well. Yeah, I think I'll have to do it about 3 times. I'll try and fix it before we get to the Rebels versus Blues live stream that we will be starting only about 40 minutes after this one finishes. There is a lot of rugby on tonight. That is for sure. Most countries in European Central Time Zone, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, etc. Says Maxi. And yeah, that's the thing. I struggle with geography in terms of time zones, but I can actually name every country in the world's flag, like from looking at it, which sounds weird, but that is just something that I've been able to pick up. I can pretty much do it. I feel like now that I've said that, if you guys put a flag in, I'll probably get it wrong. But yeah, I'm pretty decent at flags. That is a great game so far for the Crusaders. Thanks for the commentary from South Africa, from Marlon as well. So thank you very much for tuning in as well. I'm saying 5K by next week. No cappuccino, says George Claude. I'm not sure about that. I know that Isaac, one of the other Kiwi lads, set the total of going for, it was going to be 3,500 by the end of the year. So that could be a very awesome target to go for. Let's get him to 3K subs as well. Says that was Riley Bennett as well. UK, Portugal, British Standard Time as well from Maxi. And let's go Crusaders from Fafita. And we have got, he deserves this, says Riley. And Crusaders will dominate second half and win the game, says Christopher. And that's the thing. Cody Taylor at this stage hasn't been able to score a try yet. It is his 100th match. He has been scoring them for fun. And every other matchup that we have seen him play in. So maybe this is his opportunity early on in the second half to be able to score, or else it will be Brody McAllister going on the field, and he will be able to possibly get one as well, because that rolling ball of the Crusaders, they've only been able to use it once or twice so far, and that has always been quite far out from the line. The Brumbies, they're lucky because of the fact they haven't been giving away penalties in terrible positions on the field, if that makes sense. They have been able to score a couple, give away a couple, like either very close to the line or quite far back. So they haven't really been going for the line out for the Crusaders, because that rolling maul of theirs is phenomenal, and it is one that they are able to score quite a few as well. Crusaders second half will be unstoppable. How do you do that font? Jesse was an outlaw, because that is a pretty awesome one, that is for sure. We have got Be Right Back from Riley, and I sub, says Michael, and we do appreciate that as well. If you are new to the channel or anyone else, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have just hit the 2,000, and I guess now we are on the road to 3,000 already. We have got Go the Reds, says George Claude, and I am looking forward to that match next week against the Reds and the Crusaders. But at this stage, they're showing the statistics, and it is always the fact that the Crusaders have a very good win record when they are leading at halftime. They have a very good win record when they're losing at halftime as well, but it is a lot more stronger when they're winning. And at the moment, 12 points is the difference. Now, we'll quickly bring up the table as well to see how many points the Crusaders need to win by to be able to say that they are in first place. We are just having a quick look here at it, and we will keep on reading the chat as well. Shout out, please. And it is shout out to Michael Holmes, of course. We have got the other lads, slackers as well, says Wazza. Is that the other Kiwi lads or the other lads in general? Because at the moment, I'm not sure why the table on the standings has the Waratahs with a 1 point, because I think they are still on 0. But at the moment, for the Crusaders to enter first place, they would need to beat the Brumbies by 21 points. To enter second, they would need to beat them, that would be 22 points to be able to get into first, and they would need 17 points on them to be able to get into second with that bonus point as well. At the moment, we are getting very close to the second half getting underway, and we have got Not Red, said Michael Holmes as well, and we have got, he deserves 100K, but let's get him to 3K, says Riley Bennett. That would be a good start. And I mean, 2,000, I mentioned it as we normally do. I said that we were hoping to get to the 1,000, we were hoping to get 100 by the end of 2020, and we were already sitting on about 900, and now we have already hit the 2,000 early on as well. George has said he deserves 1 mil. He is a mega USO as well, and I do appreciate that, mate. And I'm back, says Henry. And hi, lads. Brumbies will come back, says Heinrich. I am hoping that they put up a decent fight in the second half. They haven't been too bad in this first half. Yes, the scoreline now says that the Crusaders are winning by 12 points at the moment, but there is also the case of the Brumbies were very close to being able to score. Also, one of the tries was an interception that David Arveli was able to score it. And we have also got, I have 1 sub, I'm so famous, right? Says Riley Bennett. You are indeed. And that 1 subscriber, I'm sure, loves the videos that you make. Unless, of course, you don't make videos, then they must just like you. Marco Vunipola Bear. I really like that name. That is a good one. We have also got congratulations on 2K, brother as well. Thank you very much, mate. It is much appreciated. And yeah, like I said earlier on, without you guys, we couldn't have gotten to that number. So it is onwards and upwards from here as well. 2K subs, says Henry, we have. Indeed, I know the game hasn't done yet, but I thank Saders for winning because I ain't losing my $500, says Christopher. How much was the return on that 500? Do let me know. Was it just for them to win, or was it something to do with a like amount of points difference kind of thing. I have one sub, and he is so cool as well, says Riley Bennett. And also my son Jeremiah loves watching your live commentary. All the best. So shout out to, I assume he's Jeremiah Parker, but if not, shout out to Jeremiah. Thank you very much for watching these videos, mate. And hope you are enjoying the game so far. At the moment, Crusaders 19, Brumbies 7. And yeah, my voice already is starting to struggle. I'll be honest, normally I end up losing it somewhere near the end of these live streams, but it is almost gone. And I think that is because of the fact that I did the game yesterday, the 2 games yesterday, I should say. So that might be why, yeah, the voice just isn't quite working as it normally does. Let's get him to 50 likes before the end of the halftime, says Riley Bennett. What are we sitting on at the moment? We'll have a quick look as well while we are waiting. It seems like quite a long halftime break at the moment. We have also got my 5th-time run, says Henry Samuel, and congratulations on 2K USO from Christopher, and I do appreciate that as well, mate. We are sitting on 46, so we may actually be able to get to that 50 by halftime, perhaps. And we have also got font changer brother as well, says Jesse was an outlaw, and it does look very fancy, that is for sure. And we have got, I reckon you should replace Justin Marshall. You're a better commentary than him, says George. I think I'm still very early in commentating, though. I only actually, believe it or not, in one of our first videos, I think we will be going back to it at halftime, or not halftime, when we do the subscriber special at 2K for looking back at old videos. We'll actually see that I never used to talk in these videos, and now I just talk non-stop throughout the whole lot of them. We have got no matter of the final score. Rugby is the winner on the day, says Wazza as well. And yeah, hopefully we have got 3 very good, 3 very good games between these New Zealand and Australian sides. We have got Maxi as the Crusaders 40+ points in this match, and that is a certain possibility for them to be able to do. That's one thing. Last 20 minutes, Crusaders, I feel like have probably got more tries than any other side throughout Super Rugby Aotearoa or AU. So it will be interesting to see if they can turn that into more points. And like I mentioned, they need to win this match by 22 points and get the bonus point for being able to move into first place as well. But then we have also got in the chat, we have got, did you do commentary at school? I didn't actually. I used to be very quiet. Like, I hardly used to talk, which is why doing these live streams now, like, I feel like, yeah, I'm still very early in my talking, or not talking, but like talking about sport and whatnot. But yeah, I think Rugby Challenge has helped that a little bit because of the fact that I do commentate those games that I do play. Hope the Brumbies win so that can you lose that 500 Hunty and end up divorced, says Marco Polar Bear as well, or Vinny Polar Bear. And we have also got, it's 1,000 altogether, brother. So yeah, that is a bit of big money there for you. Maybe we could have like $1 donation for that one if you are able to get the win. Crusaders 40+ points as well. I have one bid, but it's my dad, the sub as well. I think we are on 50, says Riley Bennett. We are indeed. So we are already on 50 likes on this live stream. And yeah, like I said, thank you all very much for it. And it is very much appreciated as well. I'll make £100 per scrum playing for Saris as well, says Marco for the Polar Bear. Have the Kiwi lads as well, says George. And I assume that's have the Kiwi lads maybe messaged about the 2000 and not yet. Although Isaac did predict that we were going to be able to hit maybe around that. He was thinking around 2030 by the end of the live streams that we are doing tonight as well. We have also got, are you live all night, mate? Says Jake. I think I might be close to it because of the fact that we have got so many games on. And I think my bedtime tonight would be morning. It's going to be about 7 a.m. I'm going to donate 100K No Capri Sun as well, says George Claude. And we have also got, I only talked to my brother Billy. We discussed what we are going to eat as well. And we have also got, I'm back, says James Gordon. Welcome back, mate. More tries for the Crusaders in the second half, says Victor. It is a possibility because at the moment they have got that ability of being able to score tries in a hurry. We did see it. Richie Moying in the 29th, then David Aveli in the 36th. So I'm thinking a big prediction here. The Crusaders are going to score 3 tries in 10 minutes at some stage in the second half, and the Brumbies are going to score 2 in 15 minutes at another stage. I feel like that was just random numbers that came to my head, but maybe it will end up being the case in this one. But now we are getting very close to the second half getting underway. We do see O'Connor is on the field. That is Brendan O'Connor. That is because of the cut on, it was Tom Sanders, I believe, who did get cut open, which is a bit of a shame there. But now it is going to be an unchanged lineup for the Brumbies. And someone who I'd like to see get the ball a little bit more, probably Tom Wright. He hasn't had it too much out on that wing throughout this one, but he will be hoping to have it a little bit more. I've realized that the camera is very tall compared to where I am. Hopefully that is a little bit better. I look like I was sitting way down here, but we are good to go now for the second half. They are showing Falafine. He's got a smile on his face. He is hoping that the Brumbies will be able to do something early on in the second half, but it is going to be kicked off by Noel Alessio, already kicking the ball out twice on the full for halftime, or before halftime, I should mention. So he won't be one of that again. The chat is going quick, so I will read the chat as soon as I do get the chance, but I do think it will be in there. Alessio kicking that one off, and it's taken nicely there by Mitchell Dunshea. And they have got a strong bench as well, the Crusaders, and they will be wanting to use them later on in this match. Richie Moanga now into the hands of David Avili, fires it wide now into the hands of Mataeli, who is stepping around Tom Wright, but good tackle from that man to drag him down. Mataeli, a hard man to tackle in the Crusaders number 14 jersey for this one. It is going to be Michael Alatawa, who is running hard at the Brumbies defence, 30 metres out now from their own line of the Crusaders. Fire back, Cody Taylor. George Bridge now into the hands of O'Connor, fires it out on the outside. No, he goes himself, self's the dummy. And he has still got that ball. Fifth phase now for the Crusaders. They are looking like they are trying to improve on that phase play, as I don't think anyone hit 10 phases in that first half. So perhaps this is the opportunity for them. Inside ball to George Bridge. Good low tackle from Alan Alatoa there, though. Now it's going to be Bryn Hall, Richie Moanga into the hands of Cody Taylor, who is in the ball up 100th match, like I mentioned. He will be hoping that he will be able to get a try in this one. O'Connor now firing it back into the hands of Lester Whainauku, who has been tackled early and driven to the ground by, I believe it was Kata. Or is it Kata? Yes, it was Kata on that wing. Now it's going to be Cody Taylor, Brandon Nenor into the hands of Whitelock. At the moment, they are going to hit 10 phases now, the Crusaders. And from here, I feel like normally when they have 10 plus phases, they normally score a try. Good tackle on Mitchell Dunshea there. Bryn Hall going to the short side. Now it's going to be Lester Whainauku stepping on the inside. He has been tackled by Ikatau and Lonergan. Now it's going to be Bryn Hall to the right-hand side. Goes to Bowen. Short ball there to Dunshea. A great low tackle on him by Folau Whainauku, though, up to the halfway line now. Other Crusaders, and they are just not giving this ball up at the moment. Braden Inor sells the dummy, finding the gap a little bit, but Falatini makes the tackle on him as well. The Crusaders up to 14 phases, and they are slowly just building their way up the field. Bauer hitting that one up now. Bryn Hall looking back, trying to decide what side to go. My internet is trying to decide whether or not to keep on working. It is frozen at the moment, but David Avili with a little kick in behind. And that one didn't go out there. That is skill and a half from Braden Enor there to keep that ball in play. It looked like for sure it was going out, but now it is going to be fired out to the other side of the field. 15 phases for the Crusaders. Little chip in behind. He has been taken out a little bit there, Whainauku. And now it is going to be a great run there from, it was Frost. Now it's going to be Lonergan with the ball on the halfway line for the Brumbies. Noel Alessio kicking it in behind, finding a bit of space, but Mataeli has managed to take that one. He is getting up ahead of steam. He is going to run it there. A great low tackle from Tom Wright for Whainauku, straight over the ball, but not able to get that penalty. I will read the chat in a very short moment, but at the moment, we don't seem to have any stoppages in this one. Gone over the head. Awkward bounce, but Whainauku has taken that one now. Running straight at Kata and Ikatau, and he has tackled the Crusaders at the moment. Every time they've had a few phases, it's a counter ruck. No, it's not. It's a penalty now to the Crusaders. So that didn't seem like that was ever going to end. A lot of phases, 15 in a row for the Crusaders. And now I am out of breath, but we have got a whole chat. We have got Anaket. As I said, my Broma team won yesterday. Hurricanes, they did indeed. Very high scoring match. 17 tries throughout those two sides as well. And we have also got Yo Henry, and we have got, if you were playing, what position would you be, says Wazza. I feel like I am the build of a halfback, and that is probably being generous because I'm not the biggest fella out on the field, that is for sure, if I was out there. But yeah, I quite enjoy what a halfback has to do. Of course, he gets whacked quite a few times, so I'll probably get broken in half by one of those big forwards. But I feel like it takes, you've got to have that vision to be able to look who is in those gaps, and you create a lot of opportunities for those forwards and also out the back line. That is taken by Whitelock now. Goes to Moango, fires it back to Havili. Little bit of an unfortunate run from Brendan O'Connor. Ended up running in the way, and it is going to be the penalty to the Brumbies now. And we have also got, what vid should I get do to get one more sub? Says Riley Bennett. I guess if a good start is just to keep on posting, because they do say consistency is key. And yeah, if you keep on posting, then perhaps it will start growing. That is a good kick downfield. Just inside of the 22 now are the Brumbies. And like I said, they need to score first in the second half if they do want a good chance. But Moanga fired it back to Havili, and Brendan O'Connor unfortunately wanted that ball and didn't quite get it from Havili and ended up running the wrong position as well. Gareth G-Man, mother isn't doing too well, guys. Keep your prayers up as well. Yeah, I did see that. And hopefully she will be on a speedy road to recovery. But it is very unfortunate for him. And yeah, shout out to you, G-Man, as well. He is a big part of the rugby community on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully everything will be all right. Tell you what, Simone now having a good run though. Straight over the ball though was Blackadder, and he's just taking it straight back for the Crusaders. He doesn't even need the penalty, Blackadder, because he gets it without even any trouble at all. And that one is a good kick down from Richie Moanga. Now it's going to be Tom Banks, a man who had a lot of running meters throughout Super Rugby AU. Tackled by Enor straight over the ball, though. Was the man in the number 15 jersey, George Bridge, but not quite able to get it. Lonergan now goes to Lolesio, who has fired the cross kick, and it's a bit high, but it's almost taken by Kata. Gone backwards, though, which is good news there for the Brumbies. No, it wasn't. Little knock on from Kata on the wing. No, it wasn't Kata. It was, in the end, number 6. That was Henry Stowers. My voice is almost gone already in this match, and we've still got 3 more tonight as well. We have got what's the halfback pairing for the Crusaders. In this one, it is Bryn Hall, and then it will be Aotearoa Inari. Sorry, I said that name really weird, but no Mitch Drummond in this one as well. Hi from Official Gabe earlier on. Welcome to the live stream, mate, as well. And we have got G-Man's Rugby YouTube channel. His mother isn't doing too well as well, says Marco. Yeah, hopefully everything will be all right in that regard for Gareth Mason. We have got Is Your Cat outside? No, he is asleep over there at the moment. He normally sits on my lap for one of these live streams, so he'll probably be here a little bit later on as well. I'm 49 kgs, but a right prop, says Riley Bennett. What age group is that in, Riley? Do let me know. Christopher has said, I'm hoping Richie Moanga will be able to make a drop kick to put pressure on the Brumbies. And yeah, that's the thing. Discipline will have to be important for the Brumbies, because if they give away 1 penalty out in front, that would extend their lead outside of 2 converted tries. But at the moment, Sanders, the only man who was on the bench, and that was because of his nose getting cut open, unfortunately, earlier on in the match. But they are showing the likes of Sever Reese, Inari, also Fergus Burke as the backs, Ollie Jaeger, very strong scrummager. There's Tom Sanders. He is busted up big time at the moment. He's got a lot of blood there, a bit of tape right across the nose, trying to stop it from bleeding again by the looks of it. He doesn't look too happy. I think he would have loved to be able to go back out there even with that cut on the nose. But it is very bright red, and it was from a tackle of Valentini, I think. Oh, he gets the knee to the mush right into there. Oh, sorry, the nose. And yeah, unfortunately for him, that means now that could be broken, that nose. But he's still smiling. And that just shows how strong some of these forwards are, how tough they are as well. We have also got a Hoey chat as well. We have also got O Rugby, says Gibberish Vegas as well. Dangerous game, it is indeed. But these players, they put their bodies on the line for our entertainment and also for their enjoyment, because they love playing the sport. Bryn Hall with the flat ball there to Moanga. Short ball into the hands of, it was Braden Enor. Now it is going to be 40 metres out for the Crusaders. Moanga firing the wide ball. Very nicely done. Out to Mataele. And tell you what, Tom Wright has done extremely well to mark up with Mataele throughout this half of rugby. Almost over the ball is Valentini. Now it's going to be Whitelock carrying the ball once again. He has a lot of carries throughout Super Rugby Aotearoa, looking for the same in Trans-Tasman. Now it's going to be Braden Enor running hard at the line. Scott Seo and Falau Fainaa. That is a ballsy gap to try and hit, that is for sure. Blackadder fires it back now to George Bridge. He's finding a gap, runs straight over the top of one of the players for the Brumbies, and unfortunately he's come off second best. That was Ikitau, I think it was, if I'm not wrong. Yes, he is looking a little bit wobbly on his legs, Ikitau. And now it is going to be the Crusaders once again building up more phases. They're up to 8 at the moment, and last time they had 15. Can they beat that here? Cody Taylor now having the run, though. Tries to run over the top of Falau Fainaa. His opposite number, Bryn Hall. Back into the hands of Michael Alatawa. And he has been tackled as well. Almost ripped away there, but it did go backwards. Now it's going to be Moanga. Goes to Whitelock. Fired back to David Havili. Takes up with one end, and he is still going, finding the offload. Almost to Mataele. But it's gone into touch, and now it will be the Brumbies line-out throw. And at the moment, the Crusaders, they seem to just not quite be able to pierce that gap of the defence. It was Ikitau who took the shoulder, and Ikitau ended up going down in a heap. Just as we were talking about the fact that it was dangerous, that is exactly what happened there. And Ikitau surely going off for an HIA. There is a fly in here as well that has decided it wants to annoy me. I think it's the lights that attract them, to be fair. But he looks like he is going to be staying out there. He is a tough individual as well. They have got the likes of Pasatoa and also Mackenzie Hansen on their bench that they may go to a little bit later on as well. I'm from USA, and rugby way more dangerous than NFL. And yeah, it's one of those ones. These guys just run at each other full steam ahead. Like, I think I saw something about how it's like dropping a fridge on yourself when you take contact with some of these big players. Scott Seo going hard at the moment with a good run for the Brumbies. Now it is going to be Ryan Lonergan. He decides, no, it wasn't. It was Nick Frost selling the dummy there. Bryn Hall tackling him too high. That's an advantage for sure. No, it's not. They are still going, though, the Brumbies. Now, yes, they have now got the advantage. Now it's going to be Tom Banks. Good low tackle on him by Cody Taylor, though. And now it is going to be Lonergan once again going back into the hands of, it was Scott. Now it is going to be Alan Alatoa He is running hard, and Michael Aotearoa thought about going into that breakdown, but instead now Whainyata having a good run as well, just outside of the 22 at the moment. Other Brumbies, little kick behind, don't understand that at all because it's gone straight into the hands of Mataeli. They had the advantage though, so they are going to be going back, I believe, but I feel like they just need to keep on running here. They have got good opportunities with ball in hand. They're looking strong with the ball in hand as well. So I feel like if they just were to hang on to it just a little bit longer, but the 9 penalties against the Crusaders at the moment is costing them big time because now Tom Banks has an opportunity to kick for the corner. I said that the Brumbies need to be the first team to score a try in the second half, and they have got a good opportunity of doing that now if they can get this one right as well. But at the moment, 19 to the Crusaders, 7 to the Brumbies. For anyone who is just tuning in, at the moment, the tries so far in this match, Crusaders, David Arveli, Richie Moanga, and Ethan Blackadder in the 4th minute. Then for the Brumbies, it was Scott Co. He is having a good game so far as well. And we have also got a sub to the local gym for you, says George Claude as well. And also I eat over 200 kgs of red meat a week as well. Is Super Rugby dangerous? The rugby as well, says Gibberish as well. Yeah, it is one of those ones. They are going to be having a look at Ikitau. They have decided that they want to have a second look at the fact that he will be coming off the field. They are looking for, at the moment, Ikitau seems to be hiding somewhere on the field so that he didn't have to come off the field, but it is going to be Pasitoa who is making his way out there while the HIA of Ikitau is going to be taking place when he did have contact with George Bridge there as well. But yeah, Super Rugby, we've had a lot of injuries throughout it. Super Rugby Aotearoa probably had about 50, and that's not even an exaggeration. There were a lot. The Highlanders and the Chiefs probably struck the hardest, but even the Crusaders losing Goodhue and Joe Moody as well. And I do see now this is a good play. Valentini close to the line, hitting it up very hard, only 5 meters out now for the Brumbies. No, Lalicio goes himself, and he's made it all the way, has he? No, he hasn't made it over the line, and they are defending this very nicely here, the Crusaders. Now it is going to be Valentini who does want this ball. No, around the side, he's put it down, I think, and it is going to be possibly Ire Simone who might have just scored the try for the Brumbies. Did he get it down? That's the question. I thought they were going to line up Rob Valentini to have another run round the side. They are going to have another look, though. Cullen Grace trying to defend that one. We are up to 50 minutes in this match as well. I'm going to get you to commentate on Sky, says Harry Waite, as well. And we do appreciate that, of course. Thank you all very much for tuning in as well. I see we've got a lot of viewers at this stage, so thank you all very much for being here. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are doing every single game of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, also a bit of the South African Rainbow Cup, the British and Irish Lions Tour, July Test matches, all going to be happening right here on the Kiwi Lads channel. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe. That is a try for Ire Simone, I believe. If I'm not wrong, I think he's got it down, which would mean the 50th minute try goes to the Brumbies, and they would be right back in this match if that is the case. Does he get this one down? Ire Simone takes it on himself. Is he in an offside position, though? I think he's all right. I think he may have just scored that one. His 50th match, Ire Simone has just scored, and it's in the 50th minute. Interesting stuff here. They are right back in this match now. The Brumbies only going to be a few points behind, 5 to be exact as well. We have also got what's the time, says Amori. It is currently 51 minutes into this match as well. The key difference between a field goal in the two sports is in an American football, field goal attempt is normally kicked with a teammate holding the ball, as well, says Christopher. And yeah, whereas in the rugby, we have got a tee that the players kick it off, and they all kind of have their different ones depending on how their kicking style is. But Ire Simone just kind of pops himself. He all of a sudden appeared next to the ruck and ended up putting that ball down. Ire Simone scores. Cullen Grace getting strapped up at the moment. He has had a busy game, that is for sure as well. And I am trying to read all the chat as I can as well. We have got no from Luca. He is not too happy with the fact that they were able to score. Michael Aotearoa coming off the field now for Ollie Jaeger as well. So the Crusaders starting to go to their bench a little bit. My handwriting is shocking today. I have noticed. I feel like I'm too excited for this match. No one likes the Crusaders, says Marco Vunapola as well. And now it has been kicked off. Almost taken minutes. A knock on against Cullen Grace. Another knock on against O'Connor now. And he is also strapped up at this stage. And that one has gone to ground. And now it's going to be a scrum feed for the Brumbies. A double knock on. So the first one against the Crusaders. Scrum feed for the Brumbies. And this will be the first scrum of the second half, I believe, which is good to see. That now we are getting to see a lot of fast-paced, hard-hitting rugby with these two sides. Long time no see, says Ayosh. Welcome back, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. I do appreciate you being here for this live stream. Common Crusaders, says Melcy as well. We've also got in the chat, Go Crusaders from Bernadetta as well has gone for them. And we have also got, it was Adrian in the chat, has said, hi, I am back. Welcome back, mate. And you are tuning in for a good game of rugby at the moment between these two sides. Only the 5 points difference. And something I need to mention once again, they mentioned it earlier on. These two sides at Christchurch, The Crusaders haven't lost against the Brumbies since 2000. And that is a huge number because of the fact that it's almost, I would have been 1 year old at that stage when they were winning this game. So it's a long time coming for the Brumbies if they can get it done. And it's Lonergan on the field. Lachlan Lonergan, that is. We'll quickly write that down. George Bridge, though, taking that ball. And he is hitting it hard at the gap, but he has been tackled by Rory Scott there on the halfway line for the Crusaders. Brynall goes to Whitelock, hitting it up. Lachlan Lonergan, no, making the tackle on him. And he had a very good game in the Super Rugby AU final. Lachlan Lonergan, now it's Richie Moanga. Fires it high, going for a bit of territory here for the Crusaders. That one's gone into the hands of Lolesio. And he has kicked that one back downfield. It was taken back, so this one can't go out. It's taken by Moanga now. 30 metres out from the Crusaders line. He is going to be hitting up Richie Moanga. And he has done the fend as well. Sold the dummy. And he is still going. Richie Moanga getting driven towards the touchline, though. But they have still managed to keep this ball in the barrel. The Brumbies were right over that ball. But now it's going to be an advantage to the Crusaders. And now it's going to be Brynall. Will they go for another kick here? Bridge goes to Dunshane now, hitting the ball up. Has been hitting it up all day for the Crusaders. Hall once again now. Inor fires it out to Whainaanuku, doing a little bit of a step, fending off some money as well, a try scorer. At least the Whainaanuku hasn't been able to score one yet. Oh, it's a counter ruck from the Brumbies, and it's a penalty. Or it would have been a counter ruck, but they are going back for the penalty now. Tell you what, the chat is going extremely quick at the moment. We're on 50 likes yet, says George Claude. I believe we would be. At the moment, we're 52 minutes into this match. Can we get to... We'll go for 80 by the time we're at 60, perhaps. Brumbies from New Zealand and Crusaders from South Africa, says Gibberish. Not quite. The Brumbies are from Australia and the Crusaders are from New Zealand. And each side were in the final of the Super Rugby individual competitions. The Crusaders winning against the Chiefs and the Brumbies losing against the Reds as well. We also got to go make a random video, says Riley. So hopefully it does go well for you, mate, as well. Shout out to my brother Brian, says Francis. Yeah, shout out to you, Brian. Thank you very much for watching as well. I would love to see a live broadcast with you and 2 Cents together. Keep up the good work, says Yucko Duplessis, I believe it is. And yeah, maybe one day. I know at this stage we are still a very small channel compared to himself, but we have just brought up the 2000. So maybe if we do grow a little bit more, perhaps we could, or it's not straight from Cody Taylor. That is something you don't see very often from that man. He is normally composed under pressure, but now it means that the Brumbies have now got another opportunity here. At the moment, 53 minutes into this match, Cody Taylor busted open on the cheek at the moment. Like I said, his 100th match. He wants to be able to get a try here, but yeah, just not quite straight for the Crusaders, unfortunately, on the 22. And Robertson not happy. I believe he said a word that starts with F and has a few other letters in it that we aren't allowed to say on a PG channel. But yeah, maybe one day when we do grow a little bit more, we could do a collaboration with 2 Cents. And also Gareth Mason would be a cool one to do one with as well. 2 of the bigger rugby channels on YouTube. See you in the gym, Riley, as well, says George Claude. And Crusaders from Caveni. We've also got Brumbies NZ team, Crusaders Kaka team as well, says Marco. We have got I don't go to the gym too busy, says Riley Benner. I will read all the chat as well as soon as I get the chance. That was taken nicely by Tom Wright. And now it is going to be Pasitoa, who is hitting that ball up for the first time. And they are inside of their 22 at the moment. The Brumbies, Ryan Lonergan fires it back to Lolesio. And now it's going to be Ira Simoni kicking that one. Almost charged down by Richie Moanga. That is a kick and a half from Ira Simoni going into touch inside of the half of the Crusaders territory. And that is very impressive from Ira Simoni, not only scoring a try, and like I mentioned, a little bit of a throwback, bit of information. He played first 15 rugby with Jack Goodhue, and that would have been a dangerous centre pairing, that is for sure. Cullen Gray's taking that one for the Crusaders, and now they are starting to drive a little bit here, the Crusaders. And that's the thing, Brody McAllister, he is the replacement hooker, but maybe you keep Cody Taylor out there for the experience for the later stages of this match, because they may need it, because the Brumbies are pushing the Crusaders at the moment. And now it's going to be Bryn Hall into the hands of Moanga, kicking it in behind once again. And at the moment, the Crusaders' tactic seems to have changed from running with the ball to kicking it away a little bit. Now it's going to be Cutter. He is going to be hitting the ball up. Boy, he's got some pace when he goes. And he is still going, Cutter. The ref is scared at this point with where to stand. Of course, he is an ex-Warriors player, I believe, Cutter. And he has done very well there, getting his team a bit more territory. Now it's going to be Tom Wright down the wing. Sever Reese trying to push him into touch. Valentini close to the touchline. He's done phenomenal to keep inside of the field of play. Now it's going to be Lonergan. Goes back to Lachlan Lonergan. No, sorry, that was Rory Scott who was able to get that one. Sever Reese trying to get that ball, not quite able to. Now it's going to be Lolesio into the hands of Scott Seo, the try scorer at the moment for the Brumbies. Now it's going to be Lonergan inside ball there. Beautifully done to Tom Banks, met by a wall. That was O'Connor and also George Bauer. Lonergan going short side into the hands of Pasitoa, trying to shunt off Braden Enor. But he is dragged down in the end 40 metres out now from the Crusaders line of the Brumbies. 7 phases in. They haven't hit 10 phases throughout this match so far, I don't believe, and they are getting close now. They are up to 8. Now it is going to be Lonergan. He's got that ball at the back of the ruck. Lalicio goes to Lachlan Lonergan. Tackled by Ollie Jaeger and also Cullen Grace. I will read the chat in a very short moment, but I do appreciate you all being here. Penalty now to the Brumbies. Up to 9 phases. They were so close to the 10th, but now he has taken it quickly there. Tom Wright with a very good run. Up a few more metres. They decided they might as well take it on. Now it is going to be Pasatoa goes to Lalicio, or Valentini was calling for it out on the wing. Didn't quite find him now. Lalicio going for the little kick in behind. It's going to bounce nicely as it almost staying in, but a good kick in behind. But now, because of it, it means that the Crusaders will have this line out throw rather than the Brumbies. So they decided to take it quickly there with Tom Wright. Did hit it up hard. Good tackle on him though. And because of it, now there are a few more subs being made. But yeah, maybe the Brumbies would have been better off kicking for the corner straight away. They did see the opportunity, but they did want that 7. And we have also got Crusaders from Adrian. And we have also got a whole heap of chat in the chat at the moment. I do appreciate you all being here in the chat as well. It's going crazy quick. And yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are doing every single Super Rugby Trans-Tasman game, and it is awesome to see you guys. And Tamaiti Williams is making his way onto the field. He is a dangerous man with ball in hand. And also, he's just a unit, 6'5", 100 and something kgs, at least 130, I think, maybe even 150. But Dunshea claims that one. Now it is back into the hands of Bryn Hall. Sells the dummy there. Richie Moangan kicks that one downfield. And that is a good kick. Are they going to take it quickly? They're thinking about it. Yes, they are. It's gone into the hands of Tom Banks, who was calling for it. Now he is trying to find the gap. Tom Banks doing a step up the middle. Tackle on him by Cody Taylor. They are just outside of the 22 at the moment, the Brumbies. Now it is going to be Lalicio stepping on the inside, finding a bit of a gap as well. But Whitelock making the tackle on him. Lonergan fires it back into the hands of Pasatoa. Now it is going to be Pasatoa. So I must have got the names wrong in that situation. It was Simoni. Now they've got the advantage. And because of it now, it means it's another penalty to the Brumbies. Tom Wright wants to take it quickly again. But I think this time they will be kicking this one for the corner. And if they can score off this line out here, the Brumbies, they are right back in this match. They are already right back in this match. 4 of the last 5 penalties going against the Crusaders. I need to take a few breaths, that is for sure. We have also got in the chat Crusaders from Adrian. We have got Go Crusaders from Christopher. Also, so as said, Sarah's not fit to carry the Crusaders bull sacks as well. We have also got Go Crusaders from Adrian. Time off at the moment. Too many penalties, they have said, against the Crusaders in this one. More air cracking this week, says Jake Lacey. I don't think so. Was a bit messy last time. I didn't actually nail the air crack either. Oh, okay. Noah Lalicio taking on the 3 points here for the Brumbies. Interesting matchup because of the fact that I would have thought they'd go for the corner, try and get that 7 to get in the lead, but they're willing to take the 3. They've decided there's been too many penalties, although with the amount of penalties that have been up against the Crusaders, maybe it would have been a better option of going for that corner. And it's going to be Mitchell Dunshea making his way onto the field very soon. Sorry, that's not Mitchell Dunshea. That was, who was that? That wasn't Scott Barrett. Wait, that was old, what's his face? Not Mitchell Dunshea, the other one. The other lock, whose name, of course, I can't remember at this stage. But now it is going to be Noah Lalicio lining up this kick for the Brumbies to see if they can get within only 2 points. He has got that one, Noah Lalicio. Now the score, 17 to the Brumbies, 19 to the Crusaders as well. What is that guy's name? I can see him, but I can't think of the name. It's not Mitchell Dunshea. He's out there. It's the other guy who is a lock. Quinton Strange. That's the name. I couldn't remember it. Jadwin has said, go boys as well. Let's go. Kuz Moanga, says Kristen. Who's got the ball, says Max. At the moment, Richie Moanga kicking off this one for the Crusaders once again. I'm about 5 minutes behind in the chat. Do apologise for that, but Cutter now hitting the ball up for the Brumbies. But Quinton Strange on the field now. And Scott Barrett was initially on the bench for this match, so perhaps a late change in this match. But I think Cody Taylor is the captain for this match, for his 100th match for the Crusaders as well. 50th match for Ire Simoni for the Brumbies. Or maybe 50th match for Super Rugby for him. And he has been able to score so far. Now it is going to be Ryan Lonergan kicking this one high. And he has got a long boot on him as well, if he does need it later on in this match. Taken beautifully, though, by George Bridge in the fullback jersey. And they've got the fullback. Or they've got the advantage as well, I should say. Now it's going to be Bryn Hall. Goes to Moanga out into the hands of Severeese. Now trying to find the gap. Offload into the hands of now Ethan Blackadder. He's running hard. Ethan Blackadder. What a fin that is. And Ethan Blackadder, that is try of the match for sure. Ethan Blackadder take a bow second of the match for that man. How has he done that? That is phenomenal from the big man, Ethan Blackadder. Tell you what, he is getting the tries he deserved for Super Rugby Aotearoa. That man put in a shift. Oh, no, they've had a double blow of the whistle. They think that he may have been out. No, he can't have that taken off him. That was a beautiful try from, it was Ethan Blackadder already scoring in the 4th minute, scoring again there in the 60th if he wasn't in touch. But he just did a massive fend there, and it was just a very nicely done one, that is for sure. But yeah, hopefully we do get to keep on seeing plays like that throughout the rest of this match. Right, the chat is going extremely quick. Hi, bro, Crusaders, says Cavini as well. And I will try my best to be able to read all of the chat as soon as we get the chance. Ethan Blackadder, does he get too close to the touchline? He's close, Oh, the foot's on the line. That poor man. Because that was a phenomenal try. Try of the bloody competition so far, I call it. Ethan Blackadder with a big fending through the gap. Right, I will try my best to read all the chat as well. I may have to skip a little bit of the chat and go to the stage of where we are up to now. Play the full 80 Saders as well. Says Jesse was an outlaw. Drink some water, mate. Says Christopher. I will have a drink straight after this live stream so that I don't completely lose my voice for the next one as well. Quinton Strange said, Jason, it is indeed about you, says Harry White as well. Just sent an email through to Sky about you as well. Thank you very much, mate. And hopefully, hopefully you clarified that we aren't showing any match footage, or else maybe they would get a little bit angry. Perhaps Brumbies with the thumbs down from Adrian. What's the field position at the moment, says Luca? It was almost a try. I feel like that was a couple minutes ago. Go Brumbies from Adriel. Also looks like it's going to be a tough game for the Saders. And big hello from Queenstown from Josh. So welcome to the live stream, mate. I'm back. I was watching other YouTube videos from Ryan as well. And I feel like any other chat that we have got upwards from there, I'll probably read it straight after the live stream just because of how far behind I am. They're trying to say whether it's conclusive. I feel like he is in touch there, unfortunately for him. I did actually cross it out, but they are possibly saying that this could still be a try, which I feel like if it is, it's a very good try, but could be controversial, unfortunately. I feel like Ethan Blackadder would have loved to not have scored it right next to the touchline. It's really close. They're having another look. First initial thought for myself was that foot is on the line there. I have a feeling. Okay, so we are just waiting to see what the call is going to be. The TMO, are they saying it's out? The red player's foot has touched the line. No try for Ethan Blackadder. That poor man, because that was a phenomenal run from that man. What's the score? Says Mickey. At the moment, it is 24 for the Crusaders, 17 for the Brumbies, but that is wrong. It is going to put it back down to the Crusaders being on 19 now. Well, the bro says, Sithaveni, welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. And we have got, I stream Twitch as well, says Morkate, which is pretty awesome. I haven't actually done any live streaming on Twitch, so maybe that could be an option in the future as well. But now it is going to be Lachlan Lonergan with this line out throw, only 5 meters out from the line for the Brumbies. They need to get this ball and they need to clear it as soon as they get the chance. Luca is not happy about that. No try as well. That one is taken nicely. Almost dropped there. Lonergan now goes to Valentini, creating the angle. And the Crusaders, they are going to be waiting. I hear ref from someone at the moment. And Ethan Blackadder is still trying to get that ball now. It's going to be Cody Taylor off the field. That is for Brodie McAllister. So not the way he would have been wanting to bring up the 100th match. He would have loved to get a try, but unfortunately just not quite his day. And also Inari is on the field for Hall in the number 9 jersey. So we'll write that as well. And Ikatau off the field. That is for Pasatoa. So he must not have passed the HIA, I have a feeling, which means he could be out for the next couple of weeks as well. Go Uso as well, says Christian. And are you going to do Blues, says Harry White? I am indeed. And I am going to be doing the game after that as well, the Chiefs versus the Western Force. So they just need some points, says Christopher. They do indeed. They need another try, and they need it sooner. As the Brumbies, that's a knock on. And because of it now, the Brumbies, they've got the advantage. Lonergan goes to Noah Lolesio, but it's going back now for a penalty, I believe it is. Yes, it is. A straight penalty to the Brumbies. Momentum is shifting in this game at the moment. The Brumbies only 2 points behind. 60 minutes have been passed and only 20 to go. I look confused at myself as well. Correct the points, says Paul Pucker. I do use it just the online scoreboard, so they do it themselves, luckily. Last time it wasn't working and I had to do all the typing for it. And in that match between the Waratahs and the Hurricanes, that was hard to do with how many tries were being scored. Ben Brumbies as well, says Heinrich, it was indeed correct. And we have also got yes from Jesse was an outlaw. I'm back. My dad was trying to sleep, so I will make a vid in the morning as well, says Riley Bennett. And we have also got valiant effort to the Brumbies. Expecting a flurry of tries from the Crusaders, says Victor. And that's the thing. I think because of the results in the first 2 games, with both New Zealand sides winning, I think everyone thought it was just going to be a runaway competition. But the Brumbies are right in this match. But unfortunately, that was actually a penalty to the Crusaders. I will say. It wasn't actually penalty to the Brumbies. It was against the Brumbies. And now the Crusaders are getting very close. Brodie McAllister, who's got the ball? It is going to be the try. And it is going to be the man in the number 20 jersey. I'm going to have to remember the name because it was Quinton Strange. Or was it? It might have been O'Connor who actually scored that one. The man in the number 20 jersey, Brendan O'Connor. I think he is on debut as well. And he has been able to score that try. Brendan O'Connor has been able to score that one. And that was a big change in this match. I was sure that was the penalty to the Brumbies. The ref had his arm up to the Brumbies side. But in the end, they decided maybe it was reversed. And then from there... Oh, okay, so someone ended up falling the wrong way there in that line out, and because of it, the Crusaders just putting about 5 of their forwards driving forward. Who was you, number 13, as well as Super Rugby Six Nations as well from high. And I feel like I was going with Jonathan Davies, I think, or Davis for a little bit there, but I think now I don't mind the option of, who was it that got selected? I can't even remember the British and Irish Lions side, but I had someone in mind that I was like, yeah, I'd like them for the Lions, says Rugby Six Nations. I had it written down as well. Might have to try and find that bit of paper and get it to you later on because at the moment my mind is blank because of how many names I've been learning and remembering for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. I've had to learn 5 team sheets or 5 match team sheets, I should say. My heart dropped. I thought Brumbies scored low, says Luca. No, it was the penalty in the end to the Crusaders, and now they have got a bit more of a lead. And if Richie Mo'unga can kick this one, it will be outside of the 7 points. He needs to get it, Richie Mo'unga, and it's hooked away. And because of it, it still makes it interesting. We've still got a chance of if the Brumbies score this one, it's going to be 24 all. And I need to mention straight away, what are they talking about here? They are trying to say that maybe he did end up falling across. No, they have said that it was a penalty against the Brumbies, but they're looking at it and they're saying there's nothing wrong with it. So a little bit hard done by there, I think, the Brumbies. But the Crusaders now have once again got the ball in hand with George Bridge inside of their 22. I will read the chat in a very short moment as well. Robbie Henshaw at 13 and Bundy Arkia at 12 for Mako Vunapolabia in the chat as well. Now it's going to be Enery kicking this one high. He's kicked it very nicely up in the sky. Who's going to be taking it? It's gone backwards off the Crusaders. Oli Jaeger has claimed that one. Now it's going to be Enery once again going back into the hands of Richie Mo'unga. Out to David Arveli. He's got a long boot and he has booted that one way downfield there. Taken nicely, though, by Noel Alicio, who has slipped over a little bit, feeling a bit of the pressure, perhaps. This is a very slippery night, but now Tom Banks with the offload into the hands of Tom Wright, and he is charging forward, breaking the tackle with Enery there. He has been able to get up and go again because he wasn't held, but they are inside of the half of the Crusaders now. The Brumbies now, it's going to be Noel Alicio, goes back into the hands of Alan Alatawa. Wide ball there from Simone out into the hands of Katu, stepping on the inside, trying to break the tackle with Brendan O'Connor, but that is a good tackle on him. The Brumbies now trying to get a 10-phase play together. I said at the start that I wanted to see one. They got 9 and then they won a penalty. Can they get 10 here? Now it's going to be Scott Seo. Maybe even better. They might be able to. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball, unfortunately, for them. So that means now it's going to be a scrum. That was a bit of an anticlimax, it is fair to say. That we've got 200 plus people in the air at the moment watching this. Thank you all very much for being here. All Blacks versus Flying Fijians, as well as Cesar Mori. And we will do All Blacks, or will be All Blacks versus Aussie as well. Evening, Bud from Birdie. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. I told you Brumbies will stop NZ4, says Heinrich, and also Brumbies bounce back, says Heinrich. They do indeed. And we have got Paul in the chat has said thanks as well. Another try for the Satyrs. I'm jumping up and down, says Christopher. He is a happy man. He has got a lot of money on them as well. 72 likes, says Birdie. Can we get that to 100 by the end of this match? We've got 15 minutes left. And at the moment, the Brumbies, they would be receiving a bonus point. Now, I mentioned it a little bit earlier on. For the Crusaders to be top of the table for New Zealand and Australia for the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition, they would have to win with a bonus point and win by 22 points up against this Brumbies side. Doesn't look too likely at this stage, but I feel like they'll be able to get 1 or 2 more throughout this one as well. Congratulations to the 2K subscribers, mate. Thank you very much. We did hit it at halftime, I believe it was, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, thank you all very much for your support on the channel. It has been pretty awesome. And we have got, are you doing Blues? I am indeed. Blues versus Rebels will be the next game that we are going to be doing. That is going to be the advantage now. Cullen Grace at the back of the scrum, and he is trying to break the tackle. Was tackled, though, the replacement halfback. I will quickly write that down. It is Fines or Finners, I believe. And now it is a wide ball almost taken there. But now they are going back now for the penalty to the Crusaders. And from here, yeah, it is Finners Lelewasa, I believe is the name. And they have also got Kata off the field. That is for Mackenzie Hansen. Kata having a good game, though, overall, getting quite a few running meters. He is an ex-Warriors player, I believe they said. an NRL transitional player, and yeah, he has been playing pretty well. Alan Alatoa, the captain of the Brumbies, he will be happy with the performance from his boys so far, but it is far from over. You need to stop the Crusaders from scoring here, or else the game could be over here for the Brumbies. Make sure you nice critters like and then subscribe to the channel, says Marco. But a polar bear, you heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well. Everyone like the stream, says Luca. And now it is thrown from Brodie McAllister into the hands of Evan Blackadder. Off the back now is going to be in the hands of Brodie McAllister. That man loves to break tackles. That is exactly what he was trying to do. Now it's going to be Enery into the hands of Cullen Grace in the number 8 jersey. And they have got the advantage now. Looking at the penalty on top of Lachlan Lonergan. And they have got the advantage only 10 metres out. Now the Crusaders, it's going to be Enery now. Back into the hands of Mo'unga. A little banana kicking behind, but it is taken nicely. Well read there by, I believe it was Henry Stowers, because he had to take that one, or it's actually the replacement number 20, which in this one is going to be Luke Remmer, was actually the man who took that one. They have made all these subs, and I think I was reading the chat, so I don't actually have any idea who's on the field at the moment. But we have also got like it up in the chat from Riley Bennett. Give Solomon Wakanawa a job. He's homeless as well, says Marco Vanapola. And also we have got a whole heap of other in the chat. We have got Will Crusaders win back-to-back in 2021. That's the thing. They need the bonus point, or Cullen Grace is cut open on the side of his head. He is going to have to go off the field, I would think, for the blood bin. He is busted open up there, and it is just drenching him at the moment. So he's probably lucky he's still allowed to be on the field, and Whitelock has done well to take that one. Now it is going to be O'Connor into the hands of David Arvili. Can he get over the try line for the Crusaders here? It's going to be Enery once again. Short ball into the hands of Quinton Strain. 5 minutes out of the Crusaders. They smell blood at the moment, and it's not just because it's on Cullen Grace's head. He scored the try. And Cullen Grace gets it busted open. Cullen Grace, I said they smell blood, not just because it is pouring out of his skull, but because he has just scored the try for the Crusaders that may have just won them the game. Cullen Grace busted open. He doesn't care. He just scored for the Crusaders. One of his first tries of the season as well. And it was that man in the number 8 jersey, Cullen Grace, who was able to do it. I got very excited. Hopefully I'm not too loud for you guys. It was very nicely done by Sam Whitewell to somehow claim that one as well. Then it was Quinton Strange hitting the ball up. Then from there, Enery saw Cullen Grace running onto the ball. No one was stopping him from there, and he was able to score the try. And Richie Mo'unga now is going to be taking this kick straight out in front. I'm going to lose my voice before the end of this one as well. Go Rules Bro as well, says Christian. Going for them in the game against the Blues. Richie Mo'unga converting that one. Cullen Grace has got a towel there. And now I believe he is going to be getting taken off the field for a blood bin. Love the commentary, bro. Says Solomone Vakanawa as well. And I do appreciate that, mate. And sub, get to 3K tonight. And Blues or Chiefs, go the Mighty Kiwis as well. Where are your two mates, says Fafita. Unfortunately, Isaac is up the road. He's actually in Christchurch where this game's being played. He is getting taken off the field, though, Cullen Grace. Now he's got a busted nose as well. This man can't catch a break at the moment. Bleeding nose, bleeding from the skull. Big game for that man. He has played very well as well. Noel Alicio off the field, and that is for Pasatoa, I believe it was. So maybe it was the fact that it would have been Ikatau who came back on the field as well, and Cullen Grace has come off the field now for Dunshay, who is making his way back out there. Now it is going to be into the hands of Quinton Strange, taking that one nicely. We'll read all the chat in a very short moment, but to answer the question, Isaac is not in the town that I am living in, and George and also one of the other Kiwi lads, Daniel, both have colds, so they weren't able to come round. Why does Brumbies have bonus point? It was for being within 7, but now the Crusaders have got the bonus point for being 3 or more tries ahead, I should say. So all of a sudden, it's opening up a very good opportunity for them to be able to get into first place on the table. But that is a good run from Alan Alatoa, the replacement halfback for the Brumbies now, into the hands of Noel Alicio that they just said came off the field, but he is still out there at the moment. Now it is going to be, well, once again, the number 21 goes to Noel Alicio. Flat ball there to Tom Banks. He is great at running onto the ball, but unfortunately for him, almost losing the ball to Ollie Jaeger in the breakdown. Now it's going to be Lachlan Lonergan going to Noel Alicio, kicking the ball in behind, but it's gone straight into the hands now of George Bridge. And that is something that we've noticed throughout this game so far. A lot of kicks that have just been going to no one, really, just giving away the possession. Now it's going to be in the hands of, I believe, it is Brendan O'Connor who's getting driven backwards there by the Brumbies. Now it's going to be Enery. Going now to Richie Mo'unga. No, it's not. It's David Arvili because Richie Mo'unga is off the field for Fergus Burke. That one has gone high. It's a nice take from Tom Wright, but no option there other than to get driven into touch. And now Sever Reese looking a little bit aggressive, trying to get the ball over the top of the Brumbies bench at that stage as well. We have also got in the chat, we have got yes from Luca. We have also got you would be a good rapper. Thank you very much for that as well. Yeah, I've had to learn how to talk quick for these matches because of the fact that they are pretty fast-paced. Brody McAllister going to be throwing this one. But first of all, the number 18 for the Brumbies, Tom Ross, making his way onto the field, and that is going to be for Alan Toa. There we go. We have put that change in as well. We have also got to say where they are on the field more and who has possession as well. Says Riley Bennett, I will try my best to keep on doing that as well. 40 metres out from the line at the moment are the Crusaders with this line out throw going to the front into the hands of Dunshea. Now it's going to be Enery. Fires it back now on halfway to Fergus Burke. Short ball from David Arvelli there. And now it's going to be Enery. Once again goes to Quinton Strain, finding no one other than the kneecap of one of the Brumbies players. And now it is going to be the scrum for the Brumbies. And that's one thing that I have enjoyed about the second half. We haven't seen too many scrums overall because in the first half, the scrums were very unstable and they weren't really able to get too much going. But now we have got the opportunity of getting to see quite a few more as well. Cully Grace won Southern Canterbury Sportsman of the Year. Did you attend his celebration thing? I did not. But a little fun fact there is I was actually on his South Canterbury representative cricket team with him when we were playing about age 15, 14, somewhere around there, I think. Maybe it was even younger. But yeah, we were on the same team. So that is quite cool. A little bit of a fact there. We have got Marco Snap as well. And we have got in the chat, Epirama has put a few lovely emojis. Great run, Cullen Grace. Go Crusaders from Clayton. We have got now Crusaders have a bonus point. It's great. Says Jake Lacey. Yeah, so at the moment, the way it is sitting, the Crusaders are winning this match by 14 points. So that will put them in third at the moment. One more try will put them tied in first place on the table. But the Brumbies, if they can get that bonus point, that would be pretty nice for them as well. Or cancel out the bonus point of the Crusaders. That will be their goal here. The first goal, Pasatoa now into the hands of Noel Alicio. Tom Banks, he's got something to say about it. He wants to go all the way. He's got the man on the outside. Tom Banks goes on the inside. Tom Banks, and he's still going. And that is the bonus point cancelled out just like that. And Tom Banks, what a run, what a try for that man in the number 15 jersey for the Brumbies. Tell you what, this is a game, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a good one on our hands here. How many left to the end of the game? We have got 7 minutes left. That's how I know the Crusaders as well. Says Melcy, go Blues as well. Go Crusaders. I am a mile behind. I am going to have to skip a bit of the chat as well. Congratulations on 2K subs. Says Cruzy Boy, thank you very much. But Tom Banks, what a run. Going about 70 metres. Like they said, pins his ears back, breaks the tackle of Enor. Then from there, had the man on his outside. Decided to sell the dummy because George Bridge was trying to cover both. And then Enery and George Bridge getting in each other's way. Tom Banks scores the try. And now the Brumbies right back in this match once again. Come on, Brumbies, says Epirama as well. I know, says Luca. The Satyrs are now pulling away. Goodbye, Brumbies as well, says Christopher. Brumbies must score, and that's exactly what they did as well. And we have also got Brumbies going to sleep as well, says she scores an outlier. I think those were all before that try. So I am looking forward to seeing all of the chat coming through now as well. And now it is going to be Noel Alicio to put them back to only 7 points behind. That would give the Brumbies a bonus point. And now the Crusaders, not with that bonus point. Doesn't matter about the points differential because they will still be in third on the table. And imagine if that was the difference. Noel Alicio, very calm under pressure. He has put that one down the middle. And we have got Go Crusaders from Villimoni. And we have got Go Crusaders from Riley. Come on, Brumbies from Epirama. And also pulling away there and showing there. Okay, that's an interesting comment, Marco Vonapolobia. That is for sure. I don't think I can read that out on live stream, but what a run from Tom Banks in the number 15 jersey. Doing very nicely. Now they are doing the short kickoff, nicely taken out in the air, though. And it is going to be the penalty to the Brumbies because of it. And there's a little bit of aggression out there. Pasatoa, I believe it was, having a little bit of a chat with one of the Crusaders players. Tom Banks now is going to be kicking this one for the corner. Have a good sleep, Brumbies, says Christian as well. Defence, boys, says Luca. And Go Crusaders, says Solo. And at the moment, yeah, Tom Banks, he was first for Super Rugby AU for tries, first for carries, first for meters gained, first for clean breaks, and fifth for defenders, beaten with 25. He is a phenomenal player in this competition, and he is going to be a threat throughout Super Rugby Trans-Tasman as well. I am very excited for this match at the moment. Going down to the wire, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button to the channel. We have just hit 2,000. We're on the road to 3 now. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But now it is going to be a line-out win. Oh, it's almost an awkward one, and it's a knock-on now. And because of it now, the Crusaders have got a penalty from it as well. It was a knock-on, then it was offside. So that is costly for the Brumbies there. Rory Scott getting penalised there. Tell you what, the chat is going quick at the moment. Thank you, Brumbies. I'm an All Black, but the irony is that I want the Crusaders. I don't want the Crusaders to win because they cannot dominate like this. I am a Blues. I am a Blues as well, says Tristan. My voice is already trying to leave the building at the moment. But that is how much excitement has been in this match. I'm going to lose it before the next match between the Rebels and the Blues as well. So we have got Let's Go from Tough, and also press like. Let's help with the channel, says Max. You heard the man. If you are enjoying, be sure to hit that like button. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes by the end of this live stream. 75 minutes gone in this match, 5 to go for the Crusaders, and now it's going to be Brody McAllister growing a beard. Don't think he had one of those before in Super Rugby Aotearoa. I've almost got a bit of a beard going. Maybe I need to do a forfeit at some stage of a light goal that then gets a beard possibly removed and just leave the stash. But Quinton Train's taking that one. Justin Zola, 22, Blackadder now into the hands of Enery. Fires the flat ball into the hands of Brayden Enor. If the Crusaders can score now, but I don't think they're going to, because it was almost stolen, but they have still got the ball now. The Crusaders, Quinton Strange hitting the ball up. This is when the Crusaders are at their most dangerous. Now it's going to be Tamatai Williams, who is running hard at the line. 15 now, Enery into the hands of Blackadder. He's already got one try, almost had two, but he was just in touch. Now it's going to be Enery. Goes to Cameron. David Avili with the step, trying to find the offload, but Mackenzie Hansen is blocking that one. He's gone again. And they have still got this ball now on the 22. It's going to be Ollie Jaeger running a flat line, crawling forward, and it's a penalty to the Brumbies because of it, because of the double movement on the ground. And that is the last thing the Crusaders needed in this match. 4 minutes left, only one try difference in this one. We have got, how many minutes left, says Fafita. We have currently got only 4 left in this one as well. Go Crusaders, says Mataili. And also we have got, I play my rugby game today and I am injured with a sprained ankle. So hopefully that will be a speedy recovery for you, mate. And we have got Let's Go, that game, Let's Go as well. No beers tonight, says BG's. Nah, not tonight. We've got a lot of live streams to get through. So we want to make sure we are as clear-minded as possible, although it's going to be hard to be watching that game. The first 5 minutes of the Rebels versus the Blues game better be exciting, or else I'll all of a sudden just go to down low because of how exciting this last few minutes. So this one has been. Now it's going to be Simone, who has been able to score a try already. Now it is going to be once again fired back. A little bit of a set play here. Lovely from the Brumbies. Lachlan Lonergan tackled there. The Crusaders, they need to make sure their defence and their discipline is on point here. Now they are going to the short side. Once again, offload on the outside to Tom Banks. Tackled a little bit high there. And because of it, penalty against Ollie Jaeger. 2 in a row against that man at the moment. What do the Brumbies do? They've got to kick for the corner, I would think, from this situation. Tom Banks will be putting it to the corner. And now we're in the situation of the Brumbies. They've got an attacking opportunity. Ollie Jaeger just tackling him a little bit too high there. And because of it, congrats on 2K subs, Cruisy Boy. Thank you very much, mate. Do appreciate that a lot. We hit it on this live stream. It was just awesome that you guys were all here for it as well. Because at the end of the day, without you guys, I would be just talking to myself. So I do appreciate you all being here as well. And we have also got in there, Brumbies going to sleep as well, says Jesse. And we have also got, I can watch some of the Blues, I think, says Riley Bennett. And we have also got, oh no, says Luca. Yeah, at the moment, 22 metres out. And it is going to be Lachlan Lonergan who has thrown this ball. And that's the thing. If it goes to a draw, it is a draw. Both sides receive the 2 points. So there is no extra chances in this one. Now it's going to be a rolling maul for the Brumbies. That one has gone down. And now it is going to be Valentini running hard at the line. Only 5 metres out now. The Brumbies have got the advantage as well. Now it is going to be a flat ball into the hands of Simone. Going on the outside, almost decides to step around Simone. Still going tackled by Havili. They've still got the advantage here. The number 21 round the side, flat ball to Valentini running hard at the line. Once again, they've got another advantage for not rolling away. The Crusaders need to be careful here to not give away a very bad penalty. And at this stage, Enery trying to get that ball as well. It's popped out. And now double blow of the whistle. A yellow card is going to one of the Crusaders players. Who is it going to be? That is the big question. We just spoke about it. David Arvili, vice captain for this match. 21. It is going to be Enery who is going off the field with the yellow card. 15 penalties against the Crusaders so far to the 11 of the Brumbies. We have got your friend Sports Brums going to his house, or my friend Sports Brums going to his house tomorrow, says Lucas. So he will have a lot to talk about here if the Brumbies are going to be able to take on this one. What are they going to do? They're going to tap from here by the looks of it. The Brumbies, you've got to give it to Valentini. He is a dangerous ball runner. Here he goes. Valentini getting close to the line. 5 metres out now are the Brumbies. And it is going to be once again hit up by one of the forwards getting close now. The Brumbies, are they going to be able to finish this one? It's going to be the number 22 getting driven sideways and over the ball, stolen. And it is going to be Tamatai Williams, but it's a penalty. Double blow of the whistle with someone else going to the bin. Yes, he is, I think. And this game is interesting. They go back. What is going to happen here? David Harville's only just had a talking to. Okay, lucky for the Crusaders there. Paul Williams has said, if you keep doing that, you're just going off the field. I'll send you off one by one. 1 minute left in this match at the moment. The Brumbies, if they can get this try and convert, they will draw this game. 2 points apiece. Could be the difference between either side making it into that Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final. It's going to be a quick tap once again, going into the hands of Valentini once again there, having a good run. Now it is going to be out the back line. Now it's Lachlan Lonergan hitting the ball up for the Brumbies once again. It is going to be now fired out. Simone goes to Noel Alessio, tackled hard by Enor, and also one of the other Crusaders forwards. Now it's going to be fired back. Now Simone with a long ball out into the hands of Tom Wright, inside ball to Valentini. You're not stopping him. And the Brumbies score the try in the 79th minute. The kick is going to be a pressure one. The Brumbies, Rob Valentini getting over the line. Says thanks very much. What a game of rugby we have just witnessed, but it's not over yet. 30 seconds in this one. It's going to be a very hard kick for... Oh, I feel bad for the man. Noel Alessio, the kick that will either draw this game or lose this game for them. Love little... We have got says Cruzy boy as well. Defense says Riley. Come on, Crusaders, make it back-to-back A as well. What's the spectators crowd like compared to the SCG last night? I think it is pretty full for this match because this was one of the main event matches of the weekend, I said, and they are getting their money's worth here. And now all of a sudden, it's going to be a hard kick for Noel Alessio. It's going to be from the sideline. The pressure on the young man in the number 10 jersey right on the sideline, 30 at least out at the moment. Can he get this one? The pressure all on that man, Noel Alessio. He's still a young player. You want him to be able to get this one for the sake of just 4 from 4 tonight, 41 metres out. I almost don't want to watch this one. To be fair, CRUSADERS says Villamoni. I'll leave the score 31 all as well. As well said the youngster. That's if Noel Alessio can get this kick. Can he do it? The Crusaders were down to 14 men. The bonus point at the moment going to the Brumbies. They'll get more than one if they can get this one over Noel Alessio. 2 points for the Brumbies to make it a draw. Noel Alessio concentrated, 4 from 4 tonight. Can he make it 5 from 5 and a draw for the Brumbies? He's kicked it. He struck it nicely. Oh, it's gone away. It's gone away to the left by this much. Noel Alessio. You got to feel for the guy. He didn't get it in the end. And now the end score 31-29. What a game of rugby that was. Close one as well, but just a little bit too far behind for the Brumbies. You feel for the youngster. The teammates are all giving him a hug because he has worked hard for them to be able to get into that position, Noel Alessio. But that is going to be the win for the Crusaders, 31 points to 29. The Brumbies get the bonus point. The Crusaders do not. And that means now that the Crusaders are going to be sitting third on the table with the Highlanders and the Hurricanes above them. Bravo, Brumbies, says Raymond Ram as well. Get an upset, please, says the best bad cop. Yeah, unfortunately for them, they weren't quite able to do it. Bad luck, Brumbies. The Crusaders didn't deserve to win that, says George Meyer as well. And yeah, very close game between these two sides. Running rugby at its finest as well. I watched the game on my TV. It says on my TV, said Nathan, and woohoo, says Jake Lacey. Good game for both teams, says Christian. And happy you missed, says Jessica was an outlaw harsh man, indeed. And we have got Crusaders have fans installed to blow the ball away to the side as well. And Maxi in the chat, ex-Crusaders player, didn't expect that. Yeah, very close game between these two sides. What a game of rugby to start Saturday off. We've still got 2 more games of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. They are going to have to be good ones if it wants to live up to the expectation of this game as well. Thanks, mate, says Fafita. And when does the Blues game start? It starts in 45 minutes is when it is going to be kicking off as well, says Clayton. And we have got, now let's watch the Blues lose. 1.01k subs, says Simon as well. That's the thing. We've got a lot of people watching. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And it does help the channel out a lot. Samasoni in the chat. Thanks, both teams as well. Yeah, it was great for this competition because of the fact that those first 2 games with the Australian teams losing, I felt like people were giving up on them, but the Brumbies just showed they can push these New Zealand sides. And I would love to see that game again in the final, perhaps, if it is going to be an opportunity of being able to watch it. Ish, why did he miss it as well? Says Barry Green. You got to feel bad for him because he has kicked 4 from 4. And unfortunately, it was the one that he just wasn't quite able to get. And we have got it's back-to-back aces for Feta. Maybe they will be able to do it. Although they are in third at the moment. If either the Rebels, the Blues, the Chiefs, or the Western Force get a bonus point for being 5 or 3 tries ahead, Crusaders are going to be halfway in the middle. You should have seen 2 cents reaction to the kick as well. Was he a happy man, James? Do let me know. And we have got in the chat, what a game, says BG's. Yeah, great way to start Saturday night's rugby. We've got 2 more games, one in 45 minutes, and then the other is going to be a little bit later at about 11:55 late night game for that 100 likes. Yay, says Cruisy Boy as well. Yeah, thank you all very much for that. It has been a pretty awesome live stream because of the fact we hit our 2,000 subscribers. We are going onwards and upwards from here. Plenty more rugby content on the channel. They gave the wrong ball to the kicker as well, says Billy Mooney as well. And Mako, you're such a sore loser as well, says Fafita. They deflated the ball as well. There are rumours going all over the place. Go over break, mate. We'll see you back at 9:30. Normally, though, I do a post-match review of these matches, so perhaps I'll do that, a quick maybe 10 or 15 minute one. And then from there, we will start getting ready for the next two live streams, the Blues versus the Rebels, and also the Chiefs versus the Western Force. Thanks for the commentary, says Bernadetta as well. No worries. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Was like this kick. And then he started to smack his table as well, said James Gordon. So he was not a happy man, perhaps, as well. We have all got, they put rocks in the ball, says Marco. Crusaders played bad. Brumbies full credit, says Dicker Dunn. Brumbies should have won. They were very close there, the Brumbies. Only 2 points difference. They get the bonus point, though, for the loss, which will now put them in 4th place overall on the table. Yes, says Christopher as well. But yeah, nonetheless, I think we are going to be ending this live stream very soon. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts on the game while we are at it. Do you guys think I should do my post-match review on this live stream or transfer over to another one, perhaps? Thanks for the 500 status, says Christopher. Yeah, you did end up winning that one in the end. Thanks, brother. Keep up the good work, says Kristen as well. And we have also got GG from Luca. And we have got Brumbies played incredible. McKellar shouldn't be mad about their performance. Yeah, it was a very good performance from the Brumbies as well. We have also got stupendous, says Kitione, and also unlucky Brumbies from Kanakuinen. I'm getting closer. Crusaders shouldn't have gotten cocky with their lineup, says Mike Jones. Yeah, welcome back to the live stream as well, mate. It was a good match to watch. The Brumbies so close to being able to draw that game. You got to feel for the youngster Noah Lolicio. Had a good game overall, but just that final kick just didn't quite go his way. I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Man, thanks once again, says Christopher. No worries, mate. Good night, mate. And we will see you for another live stream in the future as well. And Huku Rukutai, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I said yeah as well. Cheers, brother. Awesome stream or awesome job, says Decadun. And we have got transfer it so we can watch it again the future without skipping through this video, says Jake Lacey. That is a good idea. So I will be ending this live stream and then I will be transferring over to another one where we will talk about the stats of this matchup. And we will get to talk all about what was happening as well. Your streaming says it was Mike Jones. I am indeed. I am going to be doing the Rebels versus the Blues game and then also the Western Force versus the Chiefs and then the Rainbow Cup in the middle of the night as well. We've hit 2K subs, says James Gordon. We have indeed. We did get there halfway through this live stream, which was pretty awesome and well played by both, says Luca. GG to Brumbies. So happy they lost here. Jesse was an outlaw. And also we have got Brumbies awesome game from both sides. Thanks for the commentary. Vanaka from Fiji. That was from Sitavini. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, mate. Much appreciated. Better luck next outing. Go Rugby. As well, says Kitione. And this two will meet on the final, says Amori as well. And that's the thing, with only 5 rounds, it's going to be very tough for these two sides to be able to make it to that final. I mean, the Crusaders, they have got a good chance, but the Brumbies from here, they are going to have to win every game, probably with bonus points to be able to do it as well. And we have also got the chat from Marco Vudapola Bear as well. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this live stream. We are going to be transferring over to another one very soon. Tell you what, the chat is going quick though. Bad luck, Brumbies. Oh no, that was from way earlier on as well, as my chat is trying to keep up. But yeah, we have also got I can go sleep now. You lost your Brumbies as well from Christopher. But yeah, I am going to be ending this live stream, transferring over to a post-match review. And then from there, we will be moving on to the Rebels versus Blues game as well. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do appreciate you all being here. Thank you for 2,000 subscribers as well. And we will see you all in a very short moment. Cheers for now.